What's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are here, episode 179, Uncensored Minds Reloaded. We have a dope show lined up for you. I hope that everyone is has their seatbelts ready to be fastened because man, when I tell you it's going to be off the chain, I promise you that. Make sure that everyone says something in the chat so that we can see who all is rocking with us tonight. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Make sure to share the video if you haven't done so already. We appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to all the members. Shout out to the S Gang. What up? We are here. We hope that everyone has had a dope weekend. And let's get into some shit because it's going to be an amazing show tonight. Make sure to grab your water, your wine, your snacks. You are now tuned in to the world's greatest conversations. I'm ready to bring the fellas out. What's up? Where y'all at?
We around.
Y'all around?
We around.
Oh yeah, T on his shit tonight.
We around. What we doing? What we doing?
Yo, he on his gangster tonight.
Welcome to Uncensored Minds, episode 179. Make sure everybody hit that thumbs up underneath the video. We got a couple things to get into tonight. Like Ish said, I'm on demon time, so it is what it is, man. But people, before we start the entertainment quick spin, we do have to say happy Cinco de Mayo. What is the whole meaning behind this besides people getting drunk?
Ha, the Cinco de Mayo.
Mexico.
Um, yeah, it's a Mexican holiday. It is basically the day of the Day of the Dead, basically what it
What's the
is.
day of what?
It's when the Mexican took over like the troops or something, but it's also a deeper meaning behind it. Is Dia de Dead or some
Solid.
stuff.
I'm
But
off.
French and Mexican troops fighting, winning their independence, etc. And then it goes deeper into it. You know,
Well, I'm off for a day today because a couple people gonna die today, so it's all right.
I cannot.
It's all right. But I do want to get into a quick PSA, about us doing live shows versus pre-recorded shows. And I want to get y'all take on, how y'all feel about certain things. First and foremost, as far as support goes from like family and friends, like a lot of my people, they might be in the chat or they might watch the shows afterwards, but they might not say much because they know I'm gonna say some shit that might, touch their feelings. So they watch here and there, but they not probably going to be participating in the chat like that because people do have sensitive feelings. But like I always say, this is not the Cato cast. This is not the pacified cast. If you have sensitive feelings, please exit stage left, man. So what are y'all thoughts on the pros and negatives of us doing live shows versus pre-recorded? Because I want to make this a point to the people in the chat who always plead with us to just do live shows, but I feel like sometimes some of our points get lost doing live shows, and also the engagement in the comment section and in the like section. Like for y'all, those 40 responses or 100 responses that y'all may do in the chat, one comment on the channel is like worth 3 times that. So we need more comments like on the chat on our videos to up our engagement versus, just chit chatting in the live chat. And also, if y'all want to support, there's like a super chat John that be like in the bottom or some shit. Y'all can donate to the channel. We got bills over here. We do got bills over here. Like this, all this shit, don't run for free. But what are y'all thoughts?
I love all the engagement, but I do understand that the purpose of, forward movement,
Hmm.
growing the channel, growing the viewers, growing the content, growing uncensored minds, that the pre-recorded is the most feasible.
Right.
Lives are always good. Um, And we appreciate all of the live commenting, the live viewers. It's amazing, and I love that interaction. And I know that you guys love it. I know that the people in the chat and the congregation, they love it too. Um, and those are good for every now and again. I understand that, but I understand also the movement, and I'm with the movement. Let's get it.
No.
I like both. I just think that the live show gives us the opportunity to be live and people can hear our opinions based upon the comments that they say. But then also the tape version also gives us the opportunity just more or less just talk through things unbothered. Allows us to really get our viewpoints out maturely and educatedly. Sometimes when we be I think people misconstrue what we do in live because it's passion. That's passion. It's not no disrespect to nobody. It's passion. Like sometimes people can't decipher what's passion versus what is coming at them. And it's not even like that. It's just like our viewpoint. And people, we just want that to come off. We just want to convey that the best way that we can. And sometimes, just with dialogue and conversation, when you're talking to people live, you get spirited, especially if it's something that you touch on that you agree on or you don't agree with, or you got an opinion about it. You're going to get spirited about it. Doesn't mean it's meant to attack nobody. And I think people misconstrue that when we go live versus what we say in the tape version.
Shout out to Janine. We see super sneak sticker. Thanks for the donation. Which one do y'all prefer if you had to pick one?
I don't give a fuck. I like touching the people. I like the live because that's what we started at. But I also too like the tape version now. I used to not. I'm not gonna say I wasn't a fan of the tape. When I go back and listen to when we do tape, like the conversations is amazing.
Right.
When we live, it's always that nostalgia like vibe that it gives off. Plus, that's what we started at, so it's always going like feel like home,
right?
Energetic and things like that, and I just it give you that rush. So I'm with whatever.
Okay.
I do want to just tell the people that we do this. We do the live shows specifically for you to feel like you're a part of the show, and so you could be a part of the engagement. But also, they don't understand the amount of like because I don't think that neither one of us like think about it. You got to be like brave or courage to be like to do the shit that we do. So like when we put the link in the description or when we ask people to come on if they have something to say about that specific topic, that's a welcoming point for you to join the conversation. So I understand that everybody's not that brave or doesn't have that amount of courage. So I think that I prefer the tape shows just because I think that we stay, in our points. And, when I talk to people in the business, arena of it, it's more professional and, the audio quality is better. So there's pros and cons on both sides. But, we're going to keep it pushing and we'll do both as for now. If it was up to me, I would quit this whole live shit right now. I'm not going to hold y'all. I would quit the live shit right now. But, we can continue on doing both. But we can move on, man. Are we getting into the beef shit?
Is that what is it over is about?
Yeah, that's what it's about. I want to tell y'all that, I'm a fan of battle rap. And people who understand what battle rap knows, the gray hoodie is for Loaded Lux and the do-rag is for Murder Mook. So for the people who don't know, these are avid battle rappers. So in this battle, even though LA is my second home, I am Team Drake. I have to say that first and foremost. But Drake, wake the fuck up, dog. Wake the fuck up. Stop playing around with this little pipsqueak nigga. And let's get into it, man. What are your thoughts on the battle so far and who you are riding with? Because I need to know. I don't even know what this battle is about. We thought this battle was about girls and X, Y, and Z, but this battle has turned into Kendrick just fucking hates Drake.
If X. X. Kendrick just hates Drake. I mean, that is pretty much it in a nutshell. I'm feeling like Kendrick went way deep on this. What is it? The Graham story? What is it?
Meet the
What is
gram.
it called? Meet the Grahams. Meet the Grahams.
Right.
And I feel like that he's really going so he's cutting so deep that I don't know what would be Drake's response. Like Drake has been going back and forth pretty good. Like he's been holding his own. They've been fire, in my opinion. I'm Team Drake. I just don't know what his response would be to this diss record because it cuts so deep in so many levels and so many facets that I don't know if he could recuperate from what has been laid out right now.
No.
I'm not Team Drake.
Right.
I'm subscribed to the propaganda. I just think again, what we're saying is an exploitation of Drake being the culture vulture, right? Jumping
Wait a
on,
minute. Wait.
Why
on the
culture
hottest.
vulture?
I'm not allowing that.
No.
Why culture vulture though?
We look at it and dissect it. Drake jumps on the hottest wave and rises. He's riding Sexy's wave right now.
No. I want to.
And-
No, I got a challenge to that. No, I got a challenge to that because I'll agree with you to a certain degree, but is that not biasness? Because we saw Jay-Z do the same shit a million times.
Did he? He jumped on.
Yes.
He jumped on his waves. All right,
H
so
to the Izzo, Young Chris. There's plenty of fucking examples of him jumping on waves.
all right, this is the thing, right? Let's talk about the battle first, because that's what we started with. All the biggest diss records of all time have been the most disrespectful. Ether, disrespectful. Hit 'em up, disrespectful. Jadakiss, disrespectful. All the back to back, disrespectful. So if we taking it there and we battling, you supposed to battle. He just came on and said he is a fan of battle rap. They get very disrespectful. This ain't supposed to be cool and calm, and this ain't supposed to be watered down so the fans can enjoy it, and all the girls that love Drake and all the people that love Drake can understand and appreciate this. No, it's supposed to be ugly. It's wartime. So this is a telltale sign and a view that Drake ain't what he perceives himself to be. He's not in them.
Who thought he was that?
Drake is a rapper. He's an entertainer. Kendrick,
Who thought he was that? Who thought he was that though? Now
that's what he portrays himself to be. He portrays
when does he portray himself to be that?
all the time, bro. All the time.
What you mean by just by being?
You can't claim the top spot. You can't
He
be
got
in
the top spot.
He the top dog, right? Let's call a spade a spade. He the top dog.
You know what I'm saying?
If he not one, he two. If he not two, he one. So he the top dog. When you the top dog, everything that come at you, you gotta be ready for it. You gotta have like he said. I remember him vividly saying when him and Meek was battling, and Meek said what he said. He said, I was waiting for Meek to take my fucking head off because I knew he was a rapper. I knew he was with that. And when he didn't, it surprised me.
Mm-hmm.
He dealing with somebody now that's taking his head off, and he ain't got nothing for it. He playing with y'all. Drake making pop songs as this.
I got a question though. You know, all the things that Kendrick is speaking about is things that Drake already says about himself.
And
right.
So what is Kendrick actually doing?
Right. Like it's not really cutting them.
You know what Drake is doing? What Kendrick is doing is exposing it to the fans who really don't hear
Drake.
Drake already said.
All the Drake fans already know this. We already know about Sidra's Rose. We already know about Dennis. We already know about all of this.
He's not killing this man. You just told Drake to wake the fuck up. So at some
I'm
point,
telling
Drake
him to kill him. I didn't say that. I didn't say that the shit that Kendrick was saying was cutting. I said that I just killed a little pipsqueak. That's all I said. Was killed him. If you want to battle, let's kill a little.
He's showing you he can't kill him. He's showing.
So you saying it's over?
He can't kill this man, bro. He cannot.
Do you think it's because lyrically? Do you think it's lyrically, or do you think it's because of the shit that he's calling himself bringing out against Drake?
Drake can't put it together enough to top what Kendrick is saying right now. He can't. He can't.
So you saying that the top? You saying that the top artist in the world can't put it together?
If he has, he would have did it already. If he would have, he had did it already.
How long it's been out? Right. Remember, we was wondering when Kendrick was going to respond. Remember?
The first time he was on that Metro Boom in the Future and Kendrick says something, if he was about it, he would have shut it down then. And he didn't. We told that man to wake up then. Okay,
that's
then
what I'm saying.
2 songs, and everybody said, oh, Drake is back. Drake won. And then Kendrick has been giving him everything.
Drake
drops now. Drake drops 10 minutes later.
This is what I'm saying. Drake is playing. Drake needs to find out who the rat is in his camp first and foremost before he does anything. We got to find out who the rat is.
He playing.
Secondly,
so
Drake playing.
Let me ask you one. So when Meek exposed him as not having a ghostwriter, was he playing that? No, that man jumped right in his bag and gave.
He was still playing. He was making jingle bops. He was still playing. He made a jingle bop.
Back to back.
It's a jingle bop.
That's so that they got that in the top 10 disc records of all time, bro.
Not me. Not me. It's a little jingle bop. It's a little club record. I like it. It's not a murder to kill.
So Drake. So we know Drake to be what he is. Why he still playing with this man?
This is what I'm.
He gonna get him out of here. Why he playing with this man?
This is what I'm gonna tell you. So, like I told y'all before, when this whole shit started, I didn't like Drake's angle from the beginning. From the beginning, I said I don't like his angle of the gossipy shit because you got way more gossipy shit on your side. Cause Kendrick ain't about shit. He don't do shit. He ain't got no bitches. He ain't outside. He ain't got shit. So stop gossiping with this nigga. All Drake needs to do is say, I'm more successful than you. I get more bitches than you. Your girl looks like my little brother.
Not gonna work.
What the fuck? I mean, like,
just
talk to him.
Work.
Oh, yeah, you talk to him.
This hip hop saying you got more money than somebody, that's female shit.
No, Jay-Z used to do that shit all the time. That's what I'm talking about. People sticking and choosing.
So what happened to Jay-Z when he did that? Nas ethered him. You can't do that in this verse. You can't do that in these raps no more.
That's what I'm saying.
Got more money than people don't want to hear that. The niggas that don't got no money don't want to hear it. They want to hear everything.
That's the end of it. No, that's only the beginning. That's only the beginning. That's not the end of it. What I'm saying is, you're right. Drake needs to come on and go right at him and say, "Yo, who in the what in the fuck is that?" That's all. Who and what in the fuck is that? That's all.
That's his wife.
Kendrick wife.
You know what Drake can say? I mean, you know what Kendrick can come back at? You got a baby by a fucking stripper. You got a baby by a hoe.
How many rappers
babies by strippers? And not only that, Drake will say it. Like, he never hid who his baby mom was.
If we're playing with people's family, then we playing with people's family. So if you could say my wife is this and she a clown, then your wife a hoe. What we talking about?
It's not his wife, though.
His baby mom is the hoe.
Okay. How many niggas baby mom?
Y'all just like all these Drake stands out here. Y'all don't think that Drake is. Y'all drink Drake this, that, and the third. He not.
But I'm just saying, like, let's be realistic. Kendrick might be this shit.
He can't
lyrically, right?
He can't pro rappers. He didn't come back and say nothing to Ross. Ross ate him on. He been
coming at Ross crazy.
What did he come at Ross and say?
He came at Ross a couple of times.
Ross's diss track is better than Drake's diss track. What are you talking about?
But I didn't even hear Ross's diss track. Like,
Ross is not even in the conversation.
Ross, I didn't even listen to it.
Are they not beefing?
But you're on this tier. Drake is up here. Like you're not relevant. Like
so who won Drake?
So
who won Drake level? Nobody.
Kendrick is on his level. Kendrick and Cole.
And what Kendrick doing to him right now? Killing him on his level. Killing him. Every time he drops something.
In your eyes, he killing them. I'm about to tell you why. In your eyes, he killing them because y'all are seeing these things as punches. To us, Drake vulnerable.
Hold up. This is a nasty. This is a nasty comment. Drake is not making Kendrick relevant because Kendrick is relevant.
Kendrick's been relevant, but Kendrick has not been consistent.
Nobody was talking about Kendrick.
You need to be consistent. No,
he's consistent to be the top three. Drake already said he's the top three. Him, Cole, and fucking Kendrick.
No.
Right, but then when are you going to progress?
He's being consistent now against his own peer.
Right, he's being consistent now. It had to take some beef to put some fire in him.
So is Nas a great?
Nas is definitely
great.
We're not saying that Kendrick is not.
Hold up. Let's answer this question. Is Nas a great?
Absolutely.
Yes. Was Nas dead before Jay-Z went at him? Yes. Nobody wasn't checking for fucking Nas back then.
He wasn't. People always checking for Nas. People still checking for Nas right now.
Because
all right, so do you think
relevant than he was prior to the fucking diss?
Listen, y'all missing the point, man. The point is
fans of somebody don't see the point.
Hold on, no. Y'all missing the point is because the same shit that you always say when a nigga be vulnerable and don't talk about the regular shit that they talk about all the time and tell their secret, then people use that shit against them. That's the same shit that's happening right now.
That's rap battles.
Now it's rap man. There's a rap battle.
You are
there's a rap battle. Hold on.
You are a fan of URL. You used to videotape people back and forth. You used to do that. So that's what battles is about. Going low.
What I'm saying is you have to be smarter to know that these things are not valuable. Like you talking about shit with my mom. Everybody has shit with their mom and dad. So what you doing? You're not doing that.
So what Drake saying in response to that? Nothing.
Stop beating your wife, girl.
We haven't heard anything yet. So what happens when he come out with something crazy?
He just
what we gonna say?
He just came out with something Friday. Kendrick came out 10 minutes later.
Wait a minute. How about stop beating your wife and then saying it's self-defense because she bigger than you?
Stop sex trafficking kids and saying that you. And stop sex trafficking girls and kids and stop saying that they just coming over to watch movies.
Yeah, now we talk about sex trafficking.
Now what we doing?
Yeah, we talking about, but that's what I'm saying. But that is no different. Nell, stop it. Nell, stop it. Because that is no different than the allegations against Diddy, who you will not believe. You will not believe no Diddy slander. There is nothing to back that up, and there is nothing to back that up by Drake. So
it's something to back up that he said he beat his wife.
That's fucking everybody knows about that.
Everybody knows that. There were reports of that. There were stories on that.
That's why he live in New York.
Now, like my head hurt. Hurt.
Move on because I could care less about Drake, Mendrick, and Bendrick. I at the end of the day, Kendrick is killing him.
So you think Kendrick's about to be a bigger artist than Drake?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say it's a big.
That's all that
but
that's the only thing that
No. We're not going to do that because that's saying that is Jay-Z or is Nas a bigger artist than Jay-Z?
Nas will never be a bigger
but
artist.
But his battle is his rap battle. This song is bigger than Jay-Z's.
Right,
so let's make it make sense. Don't say that is he going to be a bigger artist after this? No, he's not.
No.
He's not. But at the end of the day, Nas ain't bigger than Jay-Z, but his song was more impactful. That's all.
Nobody cares though.
Y'all care. You just said that he's gonna be a bigger artist.
If Jay-Z is Drake and Drake is Jay-Z, people still care about Jay-Z as the top nigga, right? They don't care about Nas as the top nigga, and Nas is my nigga. But they don't care about Nas as the top nigga, though, right? Jay-Z still the top nigga after he lost, right?
Always going big.
So Drake still gonna be the top nigga even after the loss. And I'm not even saying it's over yet. But even if you do lose, he's still gonna be the top nigga.
And that's cool.
We still the top.
Look, at the end of the day, Drake is going to make a song a week from now, a year from now, or whatever, or a month from now, and we're going to listen to it on the radio. And we're going to.
I'm saying.
So, I don't see people. Today, it makes no never mind. But right now, he's getting his ass waxed.
I'm not mad at that.
He's losing.
I'm not mad at
that. But you know what this is. You know what this reminds me of, and then we can move on to the next topic, man. Ish, you know when the pretty girl was fighting in the hood, and the ugly girl, she wasn't really trying to win the fight. She's just trying to put a mark on your face so you can be ugly like she is. That's all. That's all this is. That's all that is. They just trying to put a mark on you, dog. They just trying to put a mark on you, man.
I'm buying some abs tomorrow.
They just trying to put a mark on you, big dog.
You're gonna buy some abs. You're gonna take some Ozempic.
See, that's what we be talking about. This is what we talking about. Like, this is the same thing we just talked about when we opened up. We having a discussion. That's what the fuck is happening.
Right.
That's what's happening. We're having a discussion about what we have to talk about. So this is why we say when we do live, we don't have the freedom of speech that we want to have. So like, y'all want live, but then y'all crucify us when we talk.
All right, before we move on to the next topic, shout out to the congregation, but I just need y'all to do me one favor, man. Don't send me no videos about somebody talking about some shit that I've been saying for fucking eons now and saying, what are your thoughts on this? I'm just saying that shit.
I get this.
Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, stop supporting these other people talking about what are my thoughts on this shit, about some shit that I already been saying. Make that make sense, Nell. That's all I need. I need them to make that make sense, man.
Never.
Let's move on, man. What happened with Jimmy?
Jim Jones in the airport, Florida, flew in the airport in Florida, down in Fort Lauderdale, and got into it with two white guys. The white guy assaulted him, and Jim, being Jim, defended himself. So now, a couple people got hurt and got injured. Jim was released at the scene. No charges were brought up against him because he wasn't the aggressor. He was defending himself. So, you just got to be careful out here, man.
I want to know why they was trying to jump him, and then both of them damn near got their ass whipped.
They said he smelled. They said talking to him about his weed smell was supposed to have been said. Like they were saying that his smell of marijuana was disrespecting them or whatever, and they kept throwing subliminals and all this other stuff back and whatever.
Knocking his head off his head or something right now.
So just trying to be like not knowing whoever, like how that go. You know what I mean?
That's a rumble.
Take it upon themselves to get justice or be above the law, and this is what happens. You get beat up, you get bloodied. And, wow. The tape is all around the world for you to see. Now but they placed the guy who actually was the aggressor in the beginning and under arrest because once the tapes and everything seen and they interviewed the people that was on the escalator, they said that the guy started.
What's up, Brenda? We see you in the chat.
Hey, Brenda. Yeah, this is a prime example of shut your fucking lip if you don't want the smoke that come behind it. Prime example.
They was wilding. First of all, don't be fighting on the escalator. That's dangerous, people.
Dangerous.
That's very fucking dangerous. Very fucking dangerous. And I don't think Jim Jones is the person that you want to fight if you was a little pipsqueak white man. I think you want to choose your battles a little bit better.
Yeah, facts. But it's funny because they probably didn't even know who he was, period. You know what I mean? And they just picking at him. And they really, like Jim said, they got what they was looking for. Now, this is what you want. This real smoke right here. Like, you talking about me, leave me the fuck alone.
That is wild, man. Shout out to Jimmy. I'm glad he handled himself and handled the people. White people.
Nah, he handled the people.
Yeah, he handled himself and he handled the people.
He
My
handles the
my
people.
message is to the white people. Leave us alone, please. Leave us alone.
Mhm.
That's all.
Thanks.
Leave us alone. Leave us alone, man. I'm Kendrick on this point. No. Any last words on Jim? You
Nah, man, go support Jim. Harlem stand up. What's up?
Harlem stand up, man. All right. What's next, Ish? Let me say. All right.
It would be
The Stunna Girl.
the Stunna Girl.
All right. So you want to tell the people what happened here?
Yeah, so Stunna Girl, who is a rapper. She is social media star, whatever, influencer. She wears a lot of different hats. If you guys don't know her, she definitely was on a reality show, I believe, as well. She was performing, and during her performance, you know, a guy saw her in some little booty shorts and decided to smack her ass. She then whispered into her man's ear, who was on the stage with her. There was a whole entourage around her. She whispered into his ear, yeah, little homie right there, decided that he wanted to smack my ass. Words was had between her boyfriend and the concert goer. And then after that, mm, 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 the action happened. He was stomped, kicked, jumped by multiple people. And it got real nasty. So I don't know.
Also, she stomped them.
She fucking stomped him too. I was just like, what is happening? First of all, sis, you didn't need to,
Right.
because I mean it was clear that he was getting his ass kicked already.
He was
So
getting.
like, yeah, you would just be an
I'm not mad
extra.
at her. I'm not mad at her for getting her kicks in though, because bullshit and grabbed her ass like that. But that used to be a normal thing. Like you used to could do that. Well, maybe not. I'm guess it depends on
No.
who you was and who you did it to, man. So
Because I think even back when, like, if that had happened, even back then, it would have been handled in some shape or form. Like, you know what I mean?
depends on who it was.
Right.
It depends on
Yeah.
who it was, man. Like sometimes somebody might have been like, it's cool, it ain't that deep, or they ain't really about that. So that's what I'm saying. It depends on who you fucking with. You gotta know who you fucking with, man.
So do you think that, like, she should not have been so run tell that, being as though she got the booty shorts on, her ass cheeks is hanging out? Like, what do you think in regards to that?
No, the booty shorts don't give you a pass to just grab ass.
Mhm.
We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do
Right.
that.
Right.
We ain't gonna do that now. But so yeah, I'm not mad at her reaction or
Mm,
her the chain reaction from what he did. I'm not mad at
right.
that. Yeah. But like I said, it all depends on who it is. So it's like some people you might be able to get away with certain shit, and some people you can't. You don't know that until you do it. But if you don't do some dumb shit, you ain't gotta worry about that.
X. He looked real retarded too.
No, did you see Bull getting choked out?
I did, but the boyfriend was a chump.
Why was the boyfriend chump?
Because if you look at the video, the boyfriend actually was saying don't do it again and wasn't going to do anything until her security guard actually came over there and hit the bull. So once he started mixing with the bull, then the boyfriend jumps in and started kicking the bull, which I thought was real pussy. So
Mhm.
if you her man, you handle that. He was
But
not in it, and he was saying, yo, don't do that again, or
right.
whatever. He wasn't ready to mix. But once the big ass security guard came and started choking the little young bull up, that's when her boyfriend started getting in and started getting his licks and kicking it, which I thought was noodle.
I
So
mean, that's true to a degree, but it also could be I don't want to fuck your bag up. I don't really want to make a physical issue out of this.
Right.
but he already did. So the moment you let her security guard handle that, if you going to take that stance, or if you going to be her man, then you handle that as being her man. But now once he already mixing with this big security guard and you do that, it's very chumpish.
True, I agree with that.
Mhm.
I agree
And
with that.
young boy was holding his own. So I ain't even going to sit here and cat, but it's crazy. Young boy, keep your hands to yourself. Don't hit nobody. Don't touch nobody. But
Don't touch no ass. Don't grab no ass.
yeah, don't grab nobody ass, regardless of it.
Hey,
If
has anybody ever grabbed your ass in that manner?
Yeah.
How did you handle it?
Fuck is wrong. It doesn't ever end well. Let's just say it doesn't. It either ends in, you know, with somebody that it goes left, or I go left. Luckily, it hasn't happened in a long time. Like I've never been one that like wears little too short booty shorts and that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, people test you. People will test you. It's just all a matter on how you respond to it. It don't ever really go good on this end.
Right. People gotta chill out, man. Be
Mhm.
careful, people, and like I said, be aware of your area.
Mm.
What's the word? Any last words on this? Nobody cares.
You know,
Everybody quiet today. That quiet, they mad at us. What's up? What's next, Ish?
Keyshia Cole. Does she take another L? Has she taken another L, or did she take another L? What's up? She is dating. Is it how you say it? Honcho?
Honcho.
true.
Honcho?
I don't even know who these new rapper boys is, man.
25-year-old rapper.
Nah.
What you
Yeah.
said now?
So it's
He is
25
from Atlanta.
rapper from the Atlanta, Georgia area.
And what's the age difference on that? Like
She's
18
40.
years?
He's 42, and he is 25.
So it's cool though. She ain't no pedophile though, right?
And yeah, and Shane Petty.
Oh,
He
all
got
right.
he got 4 kids already out here.
Mhm.
And he's a up and coming rapper. He got a buzz. So he, not only does he rap, but he also does the little modeling thing now too. So he got a little, you know what I mean, buzz right now. And
Yeah, all the kids was asking me to play this little music last night, so I don't know, who he is or what he got going on, but the
and
kids.
definitely got a couple hits, and people definitely lining up to go see the bull. So he definitely one of them right now out of the Georgia area. But him and Keyshia Cole have been in the news recently for him, doing a video with Gloss Girl,
Right.
who is
Glorilla.
Glorilla, and also signed to QC, a label out of Atlanta as well. And she said that that's a sneaky link. That had it been video footage or just pictures from the upcoming video that she's promoting, because she just dropped a project Friday as well. Could this just be publicity for the song? Publicity for her, publicity for him, and then also publicity for Keyshia. So
Yes, wow. Scrappy even got involved, and I can't.
What Scrappy said?
He basically saying that, it's relationship for hire type shit. He said that he'd been involved with a few relationships for hire, and he wouldn't be surprised if this is what this was.
I can't. I got questions, man.
is it a lot of people are saying that Keyshia making herself relevant with the young boy, and she jumping into this, who knows? She's paying for his services or whatever.
To do what though? Like, what you getting out of that?
Maybe she getting a new look, like a new flame. Maybe people what checking for, they checking for her.
Keyshia Cole.
Yeah, but Keyshia Cole was 2 albums ago. And nobody wasn't really checking for her last couple.
I mean, I still think she Keyshia Cole. I think she got to get on the oldies tour. Like she got to go roll with SWV and them. She got to tour, man.
Yo, who has had that transformation though? Like has had a rebirth and kind of did it. Ashanti. Ashanti is a young, beautiful young lady, and she's always just whatever.
Right now,
but people at one point wasn't checking for her.
Right.
She put herself back. Her Instagram stories and all that kind of gave her, the flame, and then she just been back and she's been doing her thing, her Ashanti thing. Maybe Keyshia need to, just go back and go give the people what they've been wanting, the love song and the should have cheated type shit. And all of those type of vibes, because that's
that's what I'm saying. All these people are taking the wrong angles. Like,
they're trying to put new corny music out and just stay, just pump what they got and then get that wave and then jump into something.
Thanks.
She just got to tour off her old music, man. That's all. Tour off your old catalog.
It's okay enough for
her. And it's okay. I think she just
asked me to play Love every fucking night.
They asked you to play love.
Yeah.
Like she really can.
That's my shit.
Following a blueprint of some of these young ladies who definitely reinvigorated their career. Look at Fantasia. Fantasia bomb. Fantasia still, you know what I mean? There's only 2 or 3 Fantasia songs I like, but Fantasia still get booked.
Fantasia got a lot of
busy.
No, you know? Fantasia got joints. Shout out to Fantasia. She's a teller, man. Salute.
Oh, she family.
Yeah, she's part of the family, man. Shout out to Fantasia, man. I want to get back to the beef, man. I got questions, man.
What's popping?
I got questions, man. So, what is the pedophile shit?
We'll be back to Drake and Kendrick.
Yeah, I said I want to get back to the beef. I want to get back to the beef.
Right, ladies.
I got questions.
They said that Drake is a pedophile.
I got questions.
Like I don't like to put that on nobody's name without.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you know, like, that's a nasty allegation.
Right.
That's the allegation. That's not something that you want to play with. Messing with kids and all that is real crazy stuff. So hopefully it's not true. Hopefully it's not true. If it is true, we got to get the man some help. If it is true, but if it's not true, then you just can't be saying stuff like that because that's nasty allegations on somebody's name.
So if you win with a lie, did you win?
No, not necessarily. But you gotta like we all been hearing the allegations against Diddy,
right?
And Meek, right? And the number one thing that we said is they should have spoke up, at least defended those allegations, and they haven't. Even if they're not true, we want to hear people defend these allegations. So is Drake not? Some people want to hear you defend yourself, whatever. So is him not saying anything against these allegations hurting it?
I don't know about that because I don't stand on that side of it. Like I don't.
Neither do I. But you got the Congress. You got the mass majority of people who do.
Right, but the mass majority of people should be able to see through lies.
They can't. Look what they doing to Diddy. They made a whole TMZ special, The Downfall of Diddy.
That shit is crazy.
It's real crazy. So people don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear a lie and they want to run with the lie because it sounds good.
I do have a message for Diddy because y'all know that's my guy. Super Diddy, I saw you put out a little prayer video, and bro, that's not the move, bro. That ain't the answer because that's not the answer. It's not the answer. It's not the fucking answer. You can pray, but why you got to put out a prayer video?
He ain't going to talk about something. You can't pray.
He Dr. Love, like he
what? What the fuck that got to do with love? I'm asking the question. We have.
No, he said he's Dr. Love.
We have an honest conversation here tonight. So if he's Dr. Love, what that got to do with you putting out a prayer video though, dog?
Maybe that somebody in his camp helped him do that.
That was stupid. that was stupid. Why you putting out a prayer video, dog? Go handle, like you said, you want somebody to speak on what they talking about. Go handle that. Besides putting a prayer video out, dog. Handle some shit. Either, like I always say, shut the fuck up. This is what I'm gonna say to you. Even though I'm Team Drake, watch this. Drake, you on the clock. If you don't respond in a week or so, I don't want to hear nothing. Shut the fuck up.
Shut up.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
And not only shut the fuck up, stop throwing subliminals.
Right, and stop throwing subliminals.
You can't throw subliminals if you're not going to drop the name. At this point, you gotta drop names.
Right.
Always gotta be names from now on. Like that subliminal rapping is the thing of the past. Like you too big to not defend your crown. You too big not to defend your seat. And if you defending your seat, speak on their name. Like stop trying to be friends with everybody.
Right, exactly.
Stop trying to be friends with. That's what it is. You're trying to be friends with everybody, and it's starting to wear thin. I
mean, heavy is the head. Is this not a witch hunt now? No,
it is. You know, when you the top dog, everybody's shooting for your spot. So it's you got to understand it. Just look at the top dog that has been in those seats. You had the Tupacs, the Biggies. Unfortunately, they died before they could really see what their impact really was. But then you had the Jay-Z's, and after the Jay-Z's, then who took over after Jay-Z? Wayne, and after Wayne, then here comes Drake. And even now, this is a telltale sign that Drake ain't no good. when Lil Wayne said, "When I got locked up, Drake fucked my girl."
But it wasn't his girl.
Oh, you my man. You my man. I don't care if you get locked up, you die, whatever. I'm never touching your girl, even if she get jump off.
I'm not mad at that, but we don't live in that industry. You know, that's a different world.
Wayne put Drake on.
Right, but you know that's a different world. You know that's a different world. You know it's certain groupies that might be around. She ain't my girl. She just somebody I be smashing.
He said he was crying.
He was laughing when he said that shit. No, cut it out. He was laughing. No, he was laughing when he said that shit. Cut it out. You just want to come at Drake. Cut it out. He was laughing when he said that shit, dog. That shit was not serious. He was laughing when he said that shit, man. She was just a little side John that Drake smashed. One of the groupies, so it's like she was a pass around. You know how sometimes it be passing.
You know how many? Yo, I'm laughing because I wasn't on the screen, but I'm still hearing. You know how many niggas will smash they homies chick while he locked up? Like that's a thing.
Not me.
No, not you. But I'm just saying.
Real nigga. So I'm not going to be your homie and smash your joint.
But no, you're right. That ain't us. But have we seen that in our crew?
Yeah.
All right, this shit fucking happens.
But that's not real. I don't. All right, man.
Now you want to backpedal.
Backpedal. I'm just saying, Drake, make it make sense. But we're gonna let Drake have his moment. We're gonna let you already said if he don't respond in a week, and not just respond, put this shit to bed. Like
hold on, because one thing I do want to say is I don't care if it don't get put to bed because this is the first time we had some energy in rap in a long time. Rap been dead for a minute. So shout out to both of them for putting a little bit of energy in rap. So it don't have to die to me, but I need you to fight back, my nigga.
Yeah, stop playing with the play. Like you putting out like you're not putting out the right shit.
I'm not mad at the joint that he put out. But like I told y'all before, I want him the whole joint. You got to come at Kendrick. Stop talking about Rick Ross and Future and Metro and whoever. Right. These niggas do not matter.
Right. Zone in, focus.
Hasn't said Future.
He did say Future.
Mm-hmm.
Future.
And what? And push-ups? Did he say him in push-ups?
And the new joint, Family Matters.
And Family Matters. Okay.
He said about Future?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
He said something about everybody. Stop talking to these niggas. They don't matter. It's Drake and Kendrick. They're the only two that matter.
We've seen this before, though. We've seen this before with Drake. We've seen how Pusha gave him everything, and he has yet to respond yet back to Pusha for that last Pusha diss when Pusha exposed Adonis to the world.
But once
we already know that Drake is passive aggressive. He has a passive aggressive attitude.
Nobody said he was tough. That's the shit that I get lost on. Nobody thought he was tough. I don't understand where people thought he was tough at. I never was like Drake is my guy because he's tough.
Bro, you can't be Drake and not respond.
But what I'm saying is I never looked at Drake and said, yo, that's my guy and he tough. And on the response shit, like I told y'all, what do I have? These niggas is nobodies. Like they don't do shit. They not outside. They ain't did nothing.
All right, so T, you got your wish. I just got a text that Drake just dropped. So as we are on air right now, live, Drake has just dropped.
Let's go, Drizzy.
What did he drop?
Hopefully, it is in response to what you want to hear. Team OVO.
Oh, shit, it's the heart too. Yeah, we talking to that. We talking then. If it's a heart, John, then I mean we talking because that's what Kendrick shit used to be called, the heart.
So
we're gonna talk to this little pipsqueak tonight.
So congratulations to Aisha. And
what's up, Pip? That's why I'm gonna call him. What's up, little Pip?
What's up, little Pip?
Little Pip.
So he responded with what is it called? You said the heart?
The heart. What's
all
up,
right,
little
let's go, Drake.
What happened?
The heart part 6. So he just said on Drake's page, he said, and we know you're dropping this 6 minutes after.
Yo, that's another thing I do want to side with you on that now. Drake, stop trolling niggas on IG, nigga. We in a rap beef.
Yeah.
Stop trolling on IG. It's
But he
funny.
definitely
Look, it's
like
funny.
because this shit is funny to him.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's funny and I'm a laugh because Drake is hilarious. He was on some, yo, go find my daughter.
Yeah, when he said that with all these emojis, like he's like, "Go find my daughter." I'm looking. He played too much.
So I'm a laugh, but Drake, stop playing in the rap beef, dog. Seriously, stop playing.
Because this is all fucking shits and giggles for him.
All right, people. Do we have anything else that we need to or want to discuss tonight? What's cracking? We got like.
So what we do? So this is the new. Is this the new thing? Let's get the people ready for this. The new thing.
That's up to y'all.
So do we come Sunday do this and then Monday they get the video? That how we twerking it, or they gonna get the video later tonight? Like what's the cook up? Because
they gonna get the video tomorrow, but I don't know if that's gonna be the following format. It just was that this weekend I was kind of busy. I ain't had time to do all of that shit because it's that joint like 3 hours.
Yeah, we was definitely long winded.
We was going in on that joint, but it's up to y'all. And shout out to the congregation. Let us know because I need to start putting the audio back up. Are y'all going to be tuned into the audio if that's streaming on all public platforms, all DSPs? Do y'all want the audio as well? Do y'all prefer if we do everything on Sunday or y'all like the Sunday, Monday? How do y'all both feel? Do y'all like the Sunday, Monday, or y'all like the whole thing on Sunday?
I like whatever we going to do. You know what I mean? Because if we do Monday, then it gives us an opportunity to after we settle down after getting off of work, or we, our day come to an end, we get to watch this back and kind of be in the comments. So whatever. And I'm down with whatever. I just want to get the people this beautiful gift that is Uncensored Minds.
Yo, before I even listen to this Drake John, all I need Drake to say is "fuck you, Pipsqueak." That's all. I'm good with it. With everything else, I'm good. That's
before
all I need
he say anything else, right?
Yeah. Just start the joint off, just like Ether starts. "Fuck you, Pipsqueak," man. That's all.
Yeah, facts. Facts.
That's all, man.
I need to find it though, because listen,
I think the best thing that we can all say is even if there's no winner, even if you team Drake, I'm team whatever, and everybody got taking their sides, the people who win the most is the ones that care about music. Like the one we getting music, we getting real shit to vibe out to instead of this rap shit that we can't understand or a bunch of. I'm sick of seeing y'all twerking y'all ass. I'm sick of that shit. Like if we can't sit up here and say let's respect the ladies or respect us ladies if y'all throwing y'all asses out in every little picture. Y'all gotta stick y'all ass out for everybody to see it. Like we talked about. This is what we talked about in the show, right? We talked about the deterioration of this world and are we a part of that deterioration as people? Right. So it's just it's crazy to me, you know what I mean, that everybody want to stick their ass out and twerk or whatever the case may be. Like, let's get back to respecting ourselves. Let's get back to respecting each other and really be on some, positive vibes, man. That's what I really want to see. So I'm happy with this right here. Like, nobody getting hurt at the end of the day.
Who do you think that falls on more, us or the ladies?
It falls on both parties because at the end of the day,
Are you a fan of the twerk? Are you a fan of the twerk? Why you laughing? I'm serious.
I like a fan. Like I could take it or fucking leave it. I don't care.
You don't really like
You don't have to do that. You don't have to twerk for somebody to enjoy your music. You don't gotta throw your ass every time you get on stage or every time you make a video or every time you on Instagram. You gotta be showing your ass. Like that's all you are. Is this your ass? A fake one at that?
Not the fake.
You ain't gotta parade your titties around. That's all you are. Just that. Nah, so if you want us, if you want the respect that you want, you gotta respect yourself, and that's what we're saying.
Angelia.
That's what we're saying.
Angelia said, "I like the all Sunday."
Take a nap, man.
sleep at 8 o'clock. How you be in the bed sleep at 8
That's
o'clock?
what I'm saying.
What are y'all talking about? I'm always sleeping at like 8
Yo,
o'clock.
sleep at 8 o'clock
You
is
sleep
wild.
at
Are you like
7
a
o'clock,
toddler
you
getting ready
go to
for
bed.
preschool?
You sleep?
Yes, 7:30.
No,
That's
chunk.
wild.
How?
Such a little kitty.
That's wild, man. That's wild.
Listen, I be beat up at 4:30.
That's wild.
All right, so
Wow.
since we here and we already on it, let's give one question that the congregation gave us in the chat. And let's talk about that. Let's say for 10, 15 minutes, to whet their appetite for tomorrow night. Because we get a lot of people in the congregation who takes the time out and comments on the page. So
I got another point about that too, though, Nell.
Go ahead.
Remember when we talked about the person being in favor, Ish?
Yeah.
Drake is the person in favor.
Drake is the person in favor. And Drake just so happens to be what? A light bright.
He got the favor.
He got the favor.
What is Kendrick? Is Kendrick a
got
dark?
the fever for the flavor.
Is Kendrick a darkie?
Yeah.
Yo, it's like this whole panel has kind of like been favored.
I hate you.
I know. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
We all had, like, if you want to keep it a buck, we've never experienced other side.
Right. That's what I was trying to tell Ish. She was like, I can't see it. I was like, you can't see it because
I'm in it and I'm living in it. Right.
That's what it is.
All right, so let's tackle this one. Just the first posted this 3 days ago. Right? Do you need our help, thoughts, or advice on something? Send your problems, issue, or topics, rather be personal or somebody you know. So Coco Bright wants to know, how long should a couple be engaged for until they get married? Ish, that's our resident female on the panel. How long should y'all be engaged or be fiancéed before you ready to walk down that aisle?
I don't think you could really put a number to it, but I'm saying that there should not be any wedding. There should be no wedding movement during the first, say, year. Like, there has to be something happening. And I don't know if I said that right. There should not be no wedding movement during that first year. Like, you guys should be setting a date, making moves. Even if you don't get married within the year, I feel like there should be some sort of discussion, some movement, something. Because over a year, I don't feel like you should be engaged over at least like a year and a half.
Are we talking about Kendrick?
I hate him.
I mean, really, because what is he doing otherwise?
How you engaged for 10 years, though, dog?
Facts.
Either marry the bitch or move on.
Facts. I mean, you can kind of see it, like you can kind of already know.
I got lost in the drink shit, man. What happened? What's the question?
But the question is again, how long should you wait before you get married? How many years should pass before you get married?
Is that including the dating stage?
I don't know. I guess that would be. So, take what's your...
It's in total. It's in total.
In total,
Oh.
yeah.
I'm gonna say 3 to 5 years.
Wait, dating? But I thought it was after you get engaged.
Well, after you get engaged, you shouldn't wait 10 years like Kendrick.
Until they get married. So how long should a couple be engaged?
You shouldn't be Kendrick.
So how long should y'all be engaged before y'all get married? So you just say, if I propose to you,
I propose to you, we get married in less than a year.
Okay.
In a year.
A year, maybe a year and a half if necessary for plans. Right.
You start planning the wedding. But if we go in total, I'm gonna say 3 to 5 years.
So you saying from relationship to actual I do.
I'm saying from when I meet you, 3 to 5 years until we get married. If I'm gonna marry you.
Okay.
Right.
So you're not subscribing to we've been dating for 6 months. You should be ready to get married to me.
That's wild.
Because even if you feel that way, what's the rush?
I would love the congregation to speak up on this.
What's your answer now?
What?
on a time period.
17 years.
Angelia said we getting married the next business day.
And that's why shit don't last, because you got married the next business day and y'all didn't know each other, man.
What's my take on it? I just think it's when you both feel ready, right? It's a time period when y'all both know that y'all both ready to make that commitment to each other. Because it's no timetable can be placed on, when you are ready. Again, you got to build up that time to get to know each other, to live within each other as friends and understand each other. Because people jump right into relationships, then right into marriage, and then a year from now they separated or even filing for divorce.
Right.
And because you haven't had the opportunity to see each other through those lenses that you need to see each other through. You haven't had time to have problem solving skills and take those necessary adjustments that need to come with learning your person, learning you and learning your person in this new transaction that you are engaging in. So, it's, everything takes time. I'm not saying you wait 10 years, but when in due time, when the situation is right, when y'all both are ready, then that's when it is.
Right.
What's the longest you will wait, Ish? There's no time period.
Oh no, there's a time period. I mean,
time period.
no, I mean, I would just say, what do you mean from like engagement to marriage or just dating to
Both.
marriage?
Both.
I don't know. I think I would definitely have a time frame, but it would be all upon the feels for me. Like the feels are going to let me know, hey, listen, this person is what I need, what I want, and what I love, but we're still learning and working through this, and I'm okay with us taking our time and just being in the midst of one another. I'm okay. But then you can also feel like this ain't it.
Right.
I this ain't it. Like I'm not for this person. Like this person's not happy with me in any form or facet. This is just what it is. We're just doing this, and this is not going to be long term or of any longevity. So I'm going to be off of it. I'm going to be off it.
Are people marrying just to be married, or are they marrying because they
That's a
really
fact.
are in love and they genuinely want to spend the rest of their proverbial life with this person?
I
Or
take
are we
option
saying,
A, sir.
huh?
I say option A, sir.
So you're saying people are just marrying
To say that I'm a wife.
to
To
say
say
that?
that I'm a wife.
So you
Right.
think more women are just saying they're getting married or wanting to be married just to say that they're a wife?
Right. I don't want to be just another girlfriend.
So my question is then to the both of you, what are the
Or I'm insecure about our commitment. Show me that you're committed to me.
so what's the perks? Like, because we hear that a lot, right?
The
I'm
perks
I'm
on what?
I'm not doing this because I'm not a wife, or that's wifey material that you're asking for versus what girlfriend. So what are the connotations that come along with versus a wife versus a girlfriend? What's the difference?
The difference is you get less pussy.
The legality of it, like we're legally bonded, so
oh, you get less pussy.
no,
what are you talking about?
No, on a serious
I'm
joint.
serious, my nigga. What are we talking about?
Okay.
And like we're like, if we put this much energy into becoming a wife, like what's the difference from being a wife from being a girlfriend?
I told you it's the insecurity about the commitment. So once they get that, then they don't feel, as secure. They don't feel like you could leave me as easy. They don't feel like you're going to cheat as easy. All of these things get like pulled in a little bit.
But that means absolutely nothing in the reality of it all, because if you really, it's a mind fuck. Yeah, absolutely. Because if you think about it, it's not going to matter. There are people who are in marriages that cheat, that step out. Marriage doesn't necessarily equate a security that you're looking for. The foundation has to be strong. The individuals have to be ready and prepared to be in a marriage and to be in that full-term commitment 100%, or else it's just going to be the same thing without a ring as without a ring. It's the same thing.
Fact. No, what is Cynthia's comment saying?
Cynthia said, I know a couple who got married within 3 months, wasn't engaged, just got married, and have now been married 15 years. But with me, I would say a year or two before she can jump into marriage.
I mean, on rare occasions, you do meet somebody, and that's the big thing right there. You meet somebody that people are not talking to people that they are compatible with or that they're a fit with. They're just talking to people because of various reasons. But the main reason should be like, I like this person.
Right.
So
right. And you could tell when somebody truly, genuinely likes you because there will be right.
If you meet somebody that you're compatible with and you know all things align and you're both on the same page, I'm not mad that you get married that quick within those 3 months. I mean, but I don't think there's a rush to do it, but I'm not mad if you do it because you both could have, had your time and you both could be ready, for that. Both parties have to be ready for that step though.
Facts. Could either one of you get married within 3 months of meeting somebody?
I think I could.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would.
If
and the reason why I say I could is because I pick my person carefully. I ain't just dating just to fulfill a void of having somebody there. Like I really like genuinely like get a sense of a person. I like that person and I can see myself spending time with that person. My presence and me is like sacred to me. Like my presence is sacred. My me is sacred to me. So to add somebody to that, it got to make sense. I gotta see myself with this person every day. I can see my mom with this person getting on my damn nerves all the time, and I still love them. So that's right there for me. Will let me know, all right, this is the person for me. I don't just put myself in just situations just because I ain't got nothing else to do and I'm bored or I'm lonely or something. Nah.
So could you marry somebody that you ain't smashed yet?
Yeah.
Good luck.
You know why? I say that.
Why are you laughing?
But you gotta realize, like, people gotta realize that everybody.
Why the fuck is each laughing like that?
Because only you would answer fucking question.
Yeah, like this is the thing. Everybody got their thing. Everybody got what they want and desire, what they need, what boxes they got. And to some people, that's a prerequisite. And to some people, it's just like, okay, like I can make do.
All right. Can I just interrupt this real quick to show y'all what's going on? And this is why I hate things like TikTok, right? Because my daughter is texting me, right? And she's saying, Dad, is Steph Curry retiring? And I said, why you say that, Puda? She told me something. I saw it on TikTok. This is shit I'm talking about. This is shit that annoys me. Like, stop with the TikTok shit, people.
Bro,
no, I love TikTok.
I heard that Kobe died. Somebody sent it. I said, man, that shit is not true. Please. That's some
it do be true.
Shit and that wound up being true, but Steph Curry ain't going with it right now.
Is it the news especially ain't gonna come from TikTok?
Nah, exactly. That would have been ESPN, Chef, Wojciechowski.
Yes, Janine, TikTok is not real. I fucking hate it there. I'm gonna blow TikTok up.
Stop. No, you don't understand. I get so many recipes and all kinds of stuff from TikTok.
Go right on YouTube for all that shit.
Or from TikTok, and then I learned from school how to do. I learned how to do a lot of shit from TikTok. Then I learned in school.
Y'all got YouTube?
Yeah, I got YouTube.
Yeah, but it doesn't. With YouTube, you have to search it. Yeah, with TikTok, it's on your For You page. It comes up.
I was today years old when
and you don't even know that it's things that you want to learn, or you want to see, or you want to eat, or you want to taste, or you want to do.
Yo, I don't
like it's just shit puts it there for you.
Your algorithms are your algorithms, man.
No, Sarah said I was with my husband for 23 years.
What purpose do TikTok got, man? Go ahead, my bad. She said what?
Sarah said she was with her husband for 23 years before they got married.
Sarah.
Sarah, shout out to Sarah and her husband.
I ain't mad at
Sarah.
Yeah, you can't put like certain people like love don't have a time on it.
All right, but let's stay there. Let's stay there though. So if y'all was together for 23 years and y'all was happy, what's the need to get married?
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm asking the question. I really want to know the answer.
There is none. There is none. If the foundation is strong, if the relationship is strong, if the understanding is strong, then there is no need, because it's just a title, it's just a formality, it's just a thing. And some people need it, some people want it, some people desire it, and then there are others who don't need that. Their partnership is strong, they're confident in what they have. They don't need that to solidify anything. This is what we have, this is what we are, and I don't need to have your last name, or I don't need a big wedding, or people standing, sitting behind us for me to profess my love to you. We are strong.
No, would you get married if you wasn't ready to get married, but she said this is the ultimatum?
You can't give nobody that fucking ultimatum.
It happens every day. Each
I know it do, but that is so fucked up, because then you have a person who is married, who is in a marriage with you, that does not want to be there, and that is not going to be fully present. Like, that is so crazy to me.
People do it every day.
I know, and that's horrible.
People
You
do it.
can't
People
force
do,
somebody to
people do
be
it.
in.
People do it all the time. They tell us all the time that they can't do certain domesticated things because they don't got a ring, or they not, or they haven't been.
Hey, no, guess why they don't got a ring?
Exactly. That's why I don't think they understand that. And or you gotta show them. You gotta show your talent before somebody can.
You gotta show your talent.
But we all are auditioning, right? Are we not all on an audition?
But they say that you can't put the milk before the cow. What's the saying?
That's a saying from 1960 ish.
Right. That's a saying from 1960, where but I mean, listen, I don't live by this. But there are women who say, well, you can't give everything before
I
you
don't
get the
believe
ring.
I don't believe in common law marriage.
What is given? What are you giving?
Right.
Understand.
Behaving and moving in such a fashion that he is like your husband, and he's not your husband.
No, they giving the booty.
They gave it up after we came.
No, the booty.
Factory.
No, the booty.
They gave it up after we came from.
No, you're not listening. No, you're not listening. The booty.
The booty. I want the booty. I want the booty. But at the end of the day, like, I don't be understanding, like they say, like Eve said, they're not putting the horse before the carriage, or the carriage before the horse, or whatever the little saying is.
Whatever.
Really
Right.
Have you not already did that?
Facts.
You gave up one of your best gifts, your body.
Hold on.
That's why the other things to me don't equate. That's why I don't live by those rules. I behave and I move how I want to move, how I am, just with my intention, because there is no right or wrong way to behave. You should just care for someone like you love them.
I want to address some of the people, man. Listen, Angelia said this building together shit, and then the family comes in. That's what wills are for. That's what wills are for. So if you're with the person, you don't necessarily have to be married for them.
Yeah.
For to handle shit at the funeral. Just get a will. That's all. Yeah,
that's all. That supersedes everything.
Right.
That supersedes everything. If you got a will or a living testament, you supersedes all that family shit and whatever. The will dictate who gets what.
All right, what's your answer on this?
How long should you have to audition until you are both ready?
That's all. The fuck.
It's that simple, until you are both ready.
And trust me,
because what happens when you jump into something just because y'all been together for a year or 2 years?
Yeah, that don't mean nothing.
And through the ups and downs, and then y'all don't even know how to handle those things because you said I do. That does, when y'all say I do, does that make every issue and problem that you've ever had go away? Or does that make all the issues and problems that you potentially could have go away? No.
Right. And not only that, y'all, honestly, it's people that's together 10 years and they don't even fucking like each other.
Yeah.
So time doesn't matter. The feels matter.
I'm gonna let this be said. I'm definitely pro-marriage. I'm not saying I'm not pro-marriage, but it's at when the situation is right, not just to say, oh, I'm married. Oh, I'm a husband. Oh, I'm a wife. Like, you're what? You're a husband or a wife to what? You know what I mean?
Rhonda, sometimes you do have to put the horse before the cart, because if I ain't seeing what that horse can do, I ain't buying that cart.
If I ain't seeing what that horse can do.
So let's go back to the comment. I be saying this a lot, right? With the comment about the death thing. Like if the person, like, are y'all only marrying because, are y'all only getting married so y'all can have something at the end of the marriage?
Some of them are, but I don't think that that's what they're saying. I think that they're saying that because I've seen it. So a lot of times, that is an issue, but that's why you have to put a will in place. Sometimes there is an issue because, like, even with my dad, his mom came into play and other people came into play, started running shit just because. I'm not gonna say it was. There's a lot of foolery going on there, but I'm saying that can be an issue.
But this is where you as a mate sit down with your mate and y'all plan out shit. That's why I said my mate, I'm gonna help them make a way for themselves, even if I'm not here.
But that's hard to say though, Nell, because
it's not hard to say.
It is hard to say because
forever. I know I'm not going to be here forever, and if she outlives me, then I also want her to be comfortable, regardless of if I'm here or if I'm.
All right, hold on. Now I'm about to tell you because I've experienced this shit. It is hard because my dad wasn't married, so when he died, his mom came in and started running shit.
Get it? But that's when when we building shit together, we building it together.
Hold on. Let me finish. And my dad did have a will in place, but his mom still came in running shit. So it can get tricky.
It can get real tricky, absolutely. But again, you know what can get tricky? If while we together, we building and you stacking on the side. We got you something that you got on the side. So nobody can never take this from you. Not me, not nobody else. I'm gonna help you secure your future with me or without me. That's what a partner does. That's what a partner does. It makes sure you got for now and also for the future.
For later.
Rainy days,
right?
And always cloudy.
Hold on now. Like Angelia said, that people don't be thinking about getting a will, and that's the problem. Y'all don't think
that is a problem. That is a problem.
Start thinking about your life, your future, how things gonna play out. I had a play in for how I want my funeral, I had all of this shit in place like 15 years ago.
People don't understand that marriage is a business transaction for real. Because there's a lot of things tied into this that have a lot to do with business. You cannot not have these type of things in place. You got to. And even if you don't, you playing yourself.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So if you're a stay-at-home wife, you going to let your husband dictate your future? So I control everything and you ain't got nothing on the back end, but just a nice, comfortable house and a nice car, and you taking care of it. You ain't got to worry about working, but you can stay home and make, play house and all this. No. Stay-at-home wife, you going to have needs and wants too. I'm going to make sure that you got nest egg on the back end. So if something happens to me where I can't, you going to still do. That's my love for you.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah.
I do that, and I'm doing that shit with the girlfriends. Starting off with the girlfriend, because I feel like you going to be my wife. We setting shit up now. Because it ain't no none of that. I don't like standing in front of a judge and saying I do and make it official. Don't make my love for you official. It don't start that day. I'm trying to make sure that we good from whatever.
All right, no, but what if she said to you, I don't just want to be your girlfriend anymore, but you're not ready?
And then you explain that to her. That's what look. People we talked about.
She said, "Fuck your explanation, dog."
If she can't understand it, then that's the conversation that we might have to have. And we see what's going on.
She's saying, "I'm not just gonna be your girlfriend. We've been talking for 2 years now. What you gonna do?"
I'm not the press type dude. Not like pressing me, that don't scare me. Like I know how to open my mouth, I know how to articulate myself, and I know how to voice my opinion and my thoughts. So if that's the road you want to take, then ultimately we both gonna lose out at the end because you made a hasty decision, right? And now we're not together, so we both losing at that point. Where you gonna go? Which you gonna start all over with somebody else? Now you starting over. Now that situation ain't half gonna be over what you had over here. So where you like? I just be wondering like where you going after that? Like what's your plan now that you saying all this that you got to get married right now? What's your plan? Oh, I can't just be a girlfriend. Okay. But you're gonna be a girlfriend to somebody now new and start the whole process over.
All over again.
Talking about. Let's make it make sense. I'm not saying that I'm not going to make you my wife because that's my plan and that's my intention. But it has to be at a time that when it's both right for the both of us. And I already got them thoughts in my mind already because I already see you as being my forever. Right? We figuring it out. I don't be understanding what the rush people be jumping into just to jump right out of it.
It's insecurities, man.
Insecure? What you insecure about?
Everything.
About what? What could you possibly be insecure about? What, I'm gonna leave?
Yeah, they insecure about your commitment. They insecure about how the outside world views them. Damn, y'all been together for 5-10 years. Y'all still ain't married yet. They insecure about all of that shit.
But you insecure about somebody leaving. Can they leave you when you married?
Hell yeah, they don't. But that's what I'm saying. They think that it's a mind play. It's all a mind play.
We more worried about the outside influences than we worried about what's going on in our home. Yes.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes they are. Sometimes they do. All right, did we answer that question, people? Because I see y'all in the comments talking in circles, but so I don't understand what's happening here, man. What is the actual question in the comments, man?
It also has to be notarized and witnessed.
Duh.
The wedding, duh. Like we in front of a judge. Not duh. You crazy.
I mean, is that not obvious?
She's talking about the will.
I know, but is that not obvious?
Oh.
All right, so this one is for T.
What's up?
This next question from the congregation is for T primarily, but the two of us, actually the whole three of us, will interject at some
point. Why is it just based towards me? But let's go. I'll be Drake. Let's go. I'll be Drake.
Next question, you have this thing that people will say is confidence or is arrogance. So Stacy says, please assist me with determining what is the difference between self-confidence versus arrogance. At what point does self-confidence become arrogance? What are the signs, or what do the two at times intertwine with each other? When do the two at times intertwine with each other? What is the difference between self-confidence and arrogance? T.
That's kind of a hard question to answer, though, because I think it's all perception based. I would think that some people would think that it crosses the line into arrogance when you like berate people or look down on people, like you feel like you're above people. I think that's when they feel like, it transforms into arrogance. But I have them all, so I don't care.
So you have traits of arrogance?
I have traits of cockiness, confidence, arrogance. I have it all. Sorry. Like my screen says name. Like my screen name says, I'm sorry. I have it all. What are we doing?
It's the first step in getting help is
I don't want help for it.
It's acknowledgement. It's acknowledgement.
I don't want help for it. I've acknowledged it and I accept it. What's your answer?
What you think, Ish? What's the difference between self-confidence and arrogance?
I mean, obviously there is a difference. Self-confidence is just the pride that we have in ourselves, and arrogance is just, that pride far surpassing that of others. So I think there is a difference. However, I think like for me to put it into context, I can't really, because again, we talk about this thing, favor, you know what I mean? So I have to dim sometimes my self-confidence so that it doesn't appear to be arrogance, just because if I am self-confident, people are going to just gravitate to that self-confidence, and then it's going to look like arrogance. So
why do you care? Why do you care though?
I know I should not give a fuck. I shouldn't give a fuck, right? But I do. but I do.
I'm not
You know what
gonna.
I mean?
I'm
I
not.
definitely dim myself a
I'm
lot of
not gonna
times.
lower my confidence to make you feel better. And then if you view that as me being arrogant, view on. Views,
I
Drake.
know.
Look at the album views.
I do because you can tell sometimes when you're speaking or when you're saying something or when you're just trying to get something across, you could just tell by people's energy. Like a motherfucker don't really even gotta say nothing. All they gotta you could just read their face, you could read their mind. And so for whatever reason, that is what it is. So, sometimes
All right, can I ask a question? Because I want to hear your answer to this question too. Now, the original question, but my question is, what's wrong with arrogance?
Nothing. I think it's people's control. It's people's way of controlling you by putting a label on you, telling you that your self-confidence is too much for them, that is being portrayed as being arrogant, right? I never heard somebody having too much self-confidence and that being a problem. We've been taught and we've been shown that we should be self-confident, have the most confidence in ourselves, because if we don't, then who else will? So I
Right.
just think that when you are self-confident, you know what you are and who you are and what you're about. And it's the outside world who then places a label on you, good, bad, or indifferent, right? So it's all subjective. It's all opinion based. It's all opinion based at that point. Arrogance. It's a thin line between arrogance and self confidence, as they say. I don't think so. If you're self confident and that's who you are, then you should be that. And if people want to label you as arrogant, then that's on them. It's not to you to dim yourself to make them feel comfortable. It's not for you to lessen who you are as a person to yourself and what you portray to make somebody else feel more comfortable. If you dumb it down a little bit, nah.
Ish, what's your answer before we get to Nell's answer on the original question? What's your answer on is arrogance a bad thing?
I don't think it's a bad thing. I just think that, sometimes it just can create like it's cool if a motherfucker really doesn't matter. But if a person is a staple in whether it be like work or whether it be like family a dynamic or whatever the case may be, sometimes the arrogance can just, lay just a thickness, you know what I mean, that necessarily doesn't have to be there. So that's where I think sometimes arrogance can be like a little sticky because then you're just creating additional problems that's not necessary. If it's with a motherfucker that you don't really know and you don't really give a fuck about, then who cares? That's what I think about it.
Just the thing, right? We all got an arrogant side. You know,
Hmm.
some would say some people's is more than others, but again, that's subjective to whoever it is that is grading you or labeling you. So at the end of the day, again, we all have a level of arrogance to us. It is what it is. So why again do you have to turn down who you are to appease others?
No, what's your answer on the original question?
So the question again, I'm gonna read the question again, so I'll make sure that I'm in line with answering it the correct way. So the question was, what's the difference? Please help me in assisting me in determining what is the difference between self-confidence and arrogance. Self-confidence is what you exude, is who you are, is what you bring to the table, your moxie, your swag, your style. Yet arrogance is something that someone else labels you based upon what they see or what they feel or what they think they understand about you, right? Also, we do have an air of arrogance with us, and we're supposed to, because we're supposed to hold ourselves to higher standards than not, right? And if you are not arrogant, does that mean you lack self-confidence?
Facts.
I think so. If you don't have an air of arrogance or confidence to you, then you are not sure within yourself. So, self confidence versus arrogance, self confidence is what you have to offer yourself, and arrogance is what the congregation will say you are based upon the way you move.
But do you think you arrogant?
Yeah, I got arrogance. I have a side of arrogance.
You Ish?
I do, but mine's is very hidden.
Come on with that shit, Ish.
I do. It is, but it is very hidden. It is very hidden.
All right. What is the overbearing arrogance? What's that?
Arrogance is good to a limit. It could become overbearing sometimes. Is it only overbearing to when somebody don't agree with it or like it?
That's what I'm
Does
at.
that make it overbearing? If somebody else doesn't like it, but somebody else enjoys it, is it again subjected to the person that is grading you or inventorying your who you are?
So is that like you think you the shit? I'm tired of you thinking you the shit.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be the shit. You just be.
You're not supposed to be the shit because you're not really the shit. What you say and what you do is not the shit. Like, yeah, that's how people be.
I think they be trying to use that like you might be the shit, but you ain't gotta say you the shit all the time.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. Is that what you're saying, Lady B? If you the shit, you ain't gotta say it all the time. I think that's what they mean by it. But if you the shit, you don't have to say it all the time. But if you choose to, you choose to.
Like this is something that you kind of like get on me and Aisha about often. The benefit of the doubt. Like we'll lessen ourselves to give everybody else the benefit of the doubt, and we'll try to like dumb it down and to portray this whole other characteristic so others won't feel uncomfortable. But truly, people that are truly understanding of themselves, they don't dumb themselves down. They just go back. They just go by how they are. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. You know what I mean?
All right. So she's saying it's when you put others down to make you feel good. I don't put others down to make me feel good. I don't think I do that. What? If I put others down, it's not to make me feel good. I'm just putting you down.
Yeah.
I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't. If I do it, I don't need to do it to make me feel good.
Yeah.
Like that's not my reason in doing it. Like I'm not getting brownie points. Like I'm not building myself. Like that's the misconstruement that I think people get. They think that you build your self-confidence or your self-arrogance by putting people down. That my arrogance and my self-confidence is already up. If I'm putting somebody down, I'm just putting somebody down. These are two different things. Like I don't use that like to make myself feel better.
Fact.
That's the last question, man. What's the word?
So that was the congregation. Shout out to the congregation for the past couple of weeks, past couple of days.
What's overbearing though? Can somebody tell me what this is?
People who are overbearing.
I guess people who are overly arrogant. You know who those type of people are. You got people that's overly arrogant. I guess that's what she's saying is overbearing with arrogance.
Right, but what does that like show me, give me an example, like show me what that is. I don't know what that is because it's not overbearing. That's what I'm saying. Like we talked about with the favor shit. I can't see that. So somebody show me or tell me what that is.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she's basically stating like, the person that is overly like, I'm always right, I am him, I am her, that type of overbearing. I don't know if that's what she means or if she just means overbearing to the fact that they just don't hear anybody else's point of view or just ways of thinking, etc. if they're overbearing that way.
All right. That I guess sometimes that can be true, but can it also be true that the person is right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So do you feel like it's overbearing if the person is right and they always think that they're right, but they might just be right? So is that overbearing because the motherfucker's right?
I mean, to some people, yeah, they might think it is overbearing. I mean, and even if you do think that at first, like, can you just step outside of that way of thinking and say, oh, well, damn.
Shut the fuck up. And so mutual.
Right. Like,
right.
Damn, they may be right.
So shut up. Even though you right, just shut up. That's what it is. What you laughing for, Ish? We try to work this shit through because I be confused.
I just love the delivery. I'm just saying. Even though I might be right, just shut the fuck up.
Relax up there, Amanda Sills.
No, nigga, no. Drake is back, nigga. No.
Relax, Amanda. Not
I'm
supposed to
asking a question. I'm asking a question because I've heard that shit before, and that's actually what they want you to do now. Even though you're right, they want you to just shut up.
Absolutely. We
They
get that
want
all.
you to shut up and they be right.
We get it all the time. Whether we make a point, where we have a educated comment, or even opinion, it's all right. Yeah, I get it, but shut up. Well, I don't want to hear it. Making too much sense. Sometimes people make too much sense, and some people just can't say, "All right, I got it. I understand."
That's what I'm asking, Lady B. Who belittles people and puts themselves down and puts people down to make themselves feel good? Like, who does that?
Is that arrogance, or is that just?
Well, that's a motherfucker who just don't that needs. I don't know if that is necessarily arrogance. That's a person who is, to me, that's a person that is insecure within themselves and they need to feel secure. So by doing that, they're going to belittle you and smush you down so that they can feel bigger. But I don't know if that's necessarily arrogance.
What I'm saying is I know people that do that, but I don't consider those people self-confident. And like, I don't consider them arrogant. They're using that. I don't use that shit. Like that's just like if you look at somebody fat now and be like, yo, you fat, so that makes me feel better about my own weight. Who's doing that?
Right.
A lot of people don't.
Right, but do you look at those people as confident people? I don't look at them as confident people.
You can kind of tell. Yeah, you can kind of
Right.
tell when it's just like a barrage of shit, right? And you can kind of say, "Oh, this is the angle that this energy is coming from." Because this person is insecure, or
Right.
this person just needs to be in control, or this person is just arrogant, or this person is just jealous, or like you can tell like the direction that the energy is coming from.
I just think people want you to have a level of tech that they're comfortable with.
Got you. So
they don't want you to
say it nice.
Yeah, or they don't want you to have too much glorification of yourself. They want you to be able to just be humble, and they want you to stay
humble. That's
look as less as possible about yourself. Humility and humbleness is what they're looking for. Humility,
humble.
That's the word, humble.
I'm putting humble on that same list as respect.
Yeah, they want you to be humble. The moment you cross that line of humbleness, you now go into this arrogant field of, oh, you think you're better than everybody. If you say you're ugly, you might be beautiful inside, but you're still ugly. Somebody might say that's being arrogant.
Right. But that could also just be the truth. My question,
but look, that's their example that they would use,
Right. But I want to ask you about humbleness now.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go to work, right?
Yeah.
So say you go to work, right? You know what you're doing, you shaking and jiving, and do you be like, yo, I'm gonna be humble when I do this? Or do you be like, no, I know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm doing what I do.
And if I do, but like humble will get you nowhere, really, for real.
Exactly.
Like humble, people don't understand. Being humble is passive. You're pacifying somebody else's feelings who really most likely can't get the job done.
Right.
The way you can. So if you're confident, why not be confident? If you know you got it, you got it. You don't have to be humble to make somebody else feel good, because that's all you're doing is lowering yourself
right
to standard who can't get up to your level.
That word is on my list now, man. That's another word that joins the list, man.
Humble.
But, yeah.
Again, those are words of control. People throw those words on you so they can have a level of control. Yeah, we use those words because they sound good, and we've been taught you got to be humble, you got to be respectful, you have to be all of these things. But if you really look at it and dissect it, it's a way to keep you in a box so everybody else can enjoy you at their pace, at their rate. Not for you.
Right.
All right, I do want to say, we talking a lot of shit today, but it's all in fun and games, man. Um, don't take it to heart because a lot of times people gonna say, "Yo, y'all just talking shit to be talking shit." Like maybe to a degree, but it's also like I'm the kind of person that's like, if I show you the shit that I did, you can't say I didn't do that shit.
Oh, but people will.
That's what I'm saying. I did that shit. Like,
People will, for sure. You could be so super cool, so super solid, so super whatever, have placed it out there, shown it, stand behind it, stamp everything, and they will still try to bring it down.
Yeah, you know what's funny though? You know what I've heard, and we hear this a lot. I want to say something, but I don't say it.
I hate that.
That's on you.
Right.
If you choose not to say it, but somebody else says it, then you're doing yourself a disservice. Open your mouth. So you can't not have an opinion if you don't open your mouth and share your opinion. You can't say nothing about the way that it goes because you chose to sit back and just go with status quo. So if something gets passed or something gets done that you didn't really truly want done or feel or liked, you had the opportunity to open your mouth and say something. But if you didn't, then you're doing yourself a disservice. If somebody else choose to open their mouth and let their opinion be heard, that's liberation.
Shout out to the congregation, man. Do y'all have any questions for us that y'all need us to address before we get up out of here so I can
Yeah,
go
I
listen to
do.
more Drake?
I do.
Yes, new
I got,
Drake.
got right.
Go ahead now. What's the question?
Who has checked on somebody they care about recently? And the reason I ask that is because we are 7 days in now. Today is what, day 6 or day 7?
6. Going
We're
into day 6.
6 days into
Going
May.
into the
We're
six.
going into day 6.
We're going into day 6. So tomorrow will be the 6th day of May. And how many of y'all can say you checked on somebody's mental health? This is Mental Health Awareness Month. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. If you can recall, we did a show on Uncensored Minds about our mental health. We did Make It Make Sense. We did other things that had to do with mental health. And mental health is not just from May. Mental health is something that plagues us each and every day of our life. And mental health doesn't have a color. I hate y'all. I really fucking. You know what? I was going to wait. I said on a show which was going
I can't.
to wait till
I
Monday.
cannot.
But I'm announcing right here. I am now leaving the show, booked and busy on somewhere else. So this is now last night.
No, stop your shit.
I can't deal with the arrogance
I already told.
of here.
Nigga, I'm Drake, nigga. What?
I cannot. And I already told you, you try to leave, I'm punching you in the face. I choose violence. No, I choose violence. Almost each and every
We
time.
over here talking about mental health. Y'all know my mental health has been clearly off
Yes.
these past couple
I'm
of
in
Oh,
love
days.
is
I'm
off too, my nigga.
sorry.
That's why we gotta laugh and we gotta joke and we gotta have some fun.
Like my mental health is so fragile. Like I sit up here in like a hoodie all day just
I'm
shaking.
serious no, because all jokes aside,
Yeah,
if you let your mental health, run over you, that's dangerous.
that's
So
dangerous.
I like to laugh and joke, even when we're going through hard times. I'm gonna crack a joke at a funeral, nigga, just because all that crying and stress and shit and leads to an early grave.
For sure. But
This is
do
true.
yourself a service, not a disservice. Make sure, you know what I mean, you get in front of your mental health as much as you possibly can. Do just what T said. Just make yourself laugh at the most corniest shit. Just to give yourself a reason to smile right at that moment, or give yourself a reason to detach from that mental aspect that is weighing you down or plaguing the health of your mental at that present time. If you need help, the three of us is here. Even if you just want to to have a laugh, if you want to have a cry, you got 3 people on here that will give you a number of different things. Aisha's the hugger and crier on her shoulder type of person. T is the silly, he'll crack a joke. And me, I'll probably just argue with your ass or something like that. But we're gonna make it make sense for you. We're gonna say some prayers for you. We're gonna try to get you back on a beaten path of positivity. So, you know what I mean? Utilize your resources. I did that this week. I tried to do the best job I could have, and you know, pulling on the strings of my co-host right here. You know, as I try to get my mental health back into a positive swing, and then coming on here every Sunday night. I told y'all it's therapeutic for me and others. So thank y'all for allowing us to come into your bedrooms, your TV sets, your phones, wherever it is that you consume us. And thank you for allowing us to be who we are. I know a lot of times y'all might not agree with what we say, or y'all might take a lot of it to heart, but allowing us to still be us is positive. What's up? What's up, Drake? Drake, respond now, Drake.
I can't.
West tonight.
Slap Snee, man. Slap Snee.
Slap Snee.
Slap Snee.
Yo,
I can't.
then we talk about what was that? What was the word that we talked about? He's verbally abusing me.
Yeah, verbally abusing.
Now this nigga Kanye West. I'm done. I'm done and over it.
Look, but seriously, people, do check on your people.
Thanks.
Sometimes that gets hard for me, man.
Yeah, it get hard.
Sometimes that gets hard for me, man. But you know, it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress, man. It's all a work in progress, man. Check on your people, man. Even though they might be idiots, man. I no, seriously, Ish. I literally asked somebody the other day. I was like, "Are you slow?"
You know my dumb ass. You know my dumb arrogant ass always asks somebody, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Instead, but I'm sorry if I ever ask you what the fuck I'm, I apologize. No, I don't, because I just fuck you was talking about.
I can't. But we gotta behave. Man. We've been behaving tonight, man.
I can't. Child's off the hook.
Behaving tonight, and it's my fault. I ain't gonna hold y'all. It's my fault.
Yeah, it's because you done started this shit.
Cause man, it's just it amazes me, like just the like people will say that you're being selfish, and the shit that they do, they don't see their own selfishness. That amazes me. Like I'll admit sometimes I am selfish, but for you to just sit there and act like you're not selfish at all, that amazes me.
Yeah, or oblivious to the shit. Like people don't think they add to drama. They think they're not drama filled, and they add to the monotony that it is. Some people are like, oh, I'm not negative, or I don't do negative things, but you don't understand. Some of the things that you say and how you approach situations is very negative and toxic, and you can control. Like this is what I don't think people understand. I had a conversation about this. I was like, you can't swing on somebody and hit them. Let's paint a picture real quick. You walk up to somebody and you punch them in their face, and they pull out a gun. You can't say, oh, no, you can't shoot me. You can't tell somebody how to retaliate. You can't tell somebody how to respond. So if you don't want that kind of response, or you don't want that kind of energy, don't bring that energy. Right. Even if even if you say, oh, I wasn't on that, you can't say how somebody else is going to react to what they feel, what they hear, what they perceive. So we got to start doing a little bit different ways of going about the way we communicate, the way we bring forth things that when we are in our emotions or whatever. Like you can't tell somebody they was wrong for what they said to you if you said something to them that they felt was, or they perceived as wrong, or whatever the case may be. Or if they tell you, yo, the way you came off was crazy, you can't tell them, no, it wasn't. You gotta hear them out and be like, all right, cool. You felt the way, I felt the way. All right, cool. I apologize. You apologize. Now, can we move on? But people don't want to take responsibility for their shit. Like you can't tell somebody how to respond because they went too far with their response. If you engage them in that kind of response, to have that kind of response. That's why I said on the show the other night, it ain't, people always use this. It ain't what you said, it's how you said it. No. For real, it's what you said. Because people are turned off by the things that they hear. The tone sometimes too. But if you don't like when somebody say something, you get in your feelings. But you use that, because it sounded true, because it has some truth to it. You don't want to hear that, and you feel some type of way. Stop playing with people. Stop telling people, well, it ain't what you said, it's how you said it. Nah, it's telling people it's what you said and how you said it, which made me upset. That's when the person can understand. So, like if you don't want that energy, stop giving that energy. If you don't want that combat, don't bring that combat to nobody that's really on that. Come correct, and maybe you'll get a correct response from that person, or they'll slow down and be like, "Oh shit, I see they're not on that. So now let me curtail my shit and let me get on some different vibes." Like for real, we be challenging people, and then we'll cop a plea. I wasn't challenging you. Yeah, you was, because if I said that shit to you, how would it have landed on you? I wouldn't have liked it. All right, then. If you ain't gonna like it, the fuck I'm supposed to like it? Nah, stop doing that. We all grown. We ain't no children out here. We all grown. We know the right ways and the wrong ways to handle people. And stop allowing your emotions to dictate, because a lot of people lost their life and lost their spots from emotions.
No, I need you to be more humble, man. You're getting out of control.
That's why Uncensored Minds is not about humbleness.
Sure the fuck ain't. Sure the fuck ain't.
This not the Cattle Cast. This not the Pacify. This ain't that. This ain't Good Morning.
That ain't that.
Wait till tomorrow at 8:00 when T come on the first one here. This is not the Cattle Cast. Good Morning America. We is not here to share.
Thanks.
Yo, I slipped up the other day and watched Good Morning America, man. I was like, yo, get this shit off my screen.
Nah, if you want Good Morning America,
get this shit off my screen.
You liked it, didn't you?
No, fuck no. This shit out of here, man.
Oh, I got Thursday. Thursday at 7 o'clock on Thursday. I will be on this podcast with Karen and Karen.
I hate you.
I'm just telling the people what.
I'm going to see you an hour later.
I'm not coming.
You're not coming?
I'm gonna be on I'm gonna be on this thing.
Nigga, not coming to work for that.
You're not coming to work. You're not coming to work. Wait. So I ain't even gonna be able to tough you up a little bit.
I'm flying to Atlanta to be on the show.
That's nasty work.
That's nasty work.
That's nasty. All right, Kendrick.
That's nasty work. Okay.
The verbal abuse.
Y'all hear this?
Who was in charge here? Like, where's HR at? Because
ain't no fucking HR.
Where's HR? Like, I'm getting assaulted. I'm getting my boss cussing at me and shit. Like,
facts.
Somebody call HR.
Facts.
No, 7 o'clock Thursday. We better be tuned into Game 7, man. Not no.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Last but not least, I just want to say to the people, man, clear communication. What the fuck? Niggas laughing this shit. I'm trying to be serious here, people.
I can't. Everybody be so sensitive and in their feelings. I can't.
Listen, clear communication is imperative, man. It's imperative for clear communication. Make sure you're getting out exactly what you want to get out, how you want to get it out. And that may not be digested at that point, but give it some air to breathe. And also when you're the receiver, take that in and, take your time in hearing it and allow yourself to receive what people are saying to you without you jumping on the defense, man. That's the problem. Every fucking day, we gotta go through the same shit because y'all don't fucking listen. Why? Why you laughing? I'm being serious. Y'all gotta stop fucking laughing, man.
We got
Yo, I'm not laughing because this shit is like
the way
not true. I'm laughing the way you delivering it. It's comical. Y'all
it's
need to fucking listen and stop
it's
fucking
downright
playing.
nasty work. Like he's like, damn, like
And here's
Yo, hilarious.
let me explain this to y'all, man. This is the part that I think people get lost on, man. I was a person who didn't listen before. I don't sit here and pretend to be perfect. I sit here because I done some work.
Thanks.
That's the thing. I've done some
Thanks.
work, man. And once again, when I say listen, that don't mean when a nigga say jump, you say how high. That means listen to when somebody's trying to communicate what they're feeling to you.
But it has to, and what I will say is, as a person who is understanding that more and more every day, like you have to do that, but it also has to be a space for reciprocation as well, like
I said
a
receive
space
that shit.
for right to be able to receive and then to explore that other person on the receiving
nah,
end,
see,
their
yeah,
feeling as well.
exactly. Let's stay right there. I think people use what you just says and will say, "Oh, well, they gotta let you," or they gotta no. What we're saying is you gotta come correct the same way you want them to come correct. You
Right.
can't come sideways and think somebody supposed to sit there with their hands folded and say, "Oh, okay." No, it means if you want a certain energy, you got to provide that same energy that you're wanting in
Right.
return. It don't,
Right.
you can come crazy and they can't say anything in return. It means if you want the respect, you got to give it. And if you want war, then
What that word?
then what it is, what it is. Like that's what we saying. She's not saying, "Oh, listen, yeah, we got to listen to each other. We got to be able to come and be able to have these spaces and be able to conversate in those spaces." But again, if you coming with that energy, then you gotta be on. You gotta sit there and say, "Am I inviting that energy back in?"
Right.
Can we stop with the energy talk though? Because I hate the energy talk. My energy wasn't there. Your
Sorry.
energy, oh,
Sure.
it's an excuse.
It's an excuse. Absolutely.
It's an
That's the
excuse.
first thing people will leave with. That's why I said we got to stop with that whole, it ain't how you said it's what it said. It's an excuse to tell me you didn't want to listen to what I said.
Right.
You just to be defensive and use that as a defense mechanism to say, I didn't hear you because you got how you got. Hear me under all circumstances. The same way you want us to hear you.
Let's do the work together, man. What's wrong with that?
They don't want to. It's hard.
It's hard.
Because it's always the other side.
Yeah.
It's always the other side. The other side is the only people that need to do the work.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
One-sided.
Oh
Got
shit.
it.
Only one side gotta do work.
No, I'm just saying it's
No,
typically only
I hear you.
yeah,
I'm saying
one
that's what
side. It's never, and it's always the side that's pointing a finger that's saying you got to do the work. It's never, well, wait a minute, what am I doing in this situation?
that's wild. Any last words, Ish? I gotta go listen to Drake, man.
Me too.
You're gonna be disappointed.
What you say, no?
You're gonna be disappointed. People in the comments is very disappointed with that. They saying
That's not what I say.
People saying he you know what I mean?
That's not what I say. I see. This is what I'm trying to tell the people, man. It's a hate train going on. So is there going to be more comments that say fuck Drake? We wish he died? Yes, because it's a witch hunt right now. Like it's a witch hunt. Everything's about timing. So it's like a lot of the shit that Kendrick is saying is some shit that Meek was already saying, some shit that Pusha was already saying, some shit that Drake already said himself. It's just the timing. When you're on top for so long, at some point they're going to want to bring you down. So this is the time where people want to bring Drake down. They sick of Drake. They sick of Drake. That's all it is. They sick of Drake. They don't matter how good the shit is. They're gonna be like, fuck Drake. He did. Like, it don't matter. It don't matter. But I'm seeing Drake, so they can suck my dick. Like I was saying, man.
I can't. Team Drake.
Next Saturday, we moving to Toronto. So load the fucking van up, please. We will be leaving from my
He is
house at
no
6
longer from
p.m.
Southside.
We're packing the van up to get him up out of here.
It's gotta stop. It's gotta stop now, because my main points about the whole shit is that, one, I never thought Drake was tough. Two, has Drake been misappropriating the culture? He came in the game misappropriating the culture. This is not a new thing.
This is not a
All
new
these
thing.
things that are
And
being
Drake
said
has
didn't start
remained.
yesterday. Like,
Right.
all these things that they're saying didn't start yesterday. People might just be fed up with him. Like, I'm tired of you, Drake. You winning too much. It's time. Let somebody else win. That's what it is. That's what's happening. Like,
Yeah,
so,
like that's what I will say that. Like, and our culture is just that. It's just like that. The moment you win too much, or some people feel like you've done had too much, now they ready to tear you down. And it's all happened to all the greats. Look, Bill Cosby, Pete Diddy Combs, Drake, all of these greats, Sean Combs, Beyonce, everybody that we all propel to the top, and when we place on pedestals, we tear them down at every moment we can and say, I'm not rocking with that because of whatever. Not even knowing what you're not even rocking with. You don't even know why you don't like them. You just heard somebody else say it a couple of times, and now you jumping on the gravy train. So like, we got to stop that, because we never stand behind our people the way other cultures stand behind their people. Again, Harvey Weinstein was freed over his conviction was overturned in New York because of whatever. He should never have been overturned. Too much evidence was on top of him. But people will say, well, Bill Cosby was found not guilty, or because of miss whatever. Nah. But we'll talk about Bill Cosby at detail. We'll talk about Sean P. Diddy Combs at detail, but we won't talk about Harvey Weinstein. We won't talk about Donald Trump. We won't talk about these people who have done blatant things and continue to get off and do what they do. And we as a culture do not put our energy behind seeing them go down. We'll put our own people in the ground. That's crazy to me.
But no, that was my whole question, because I remember being 16, right? And when I was 16 and I was talking to the girls my age, guess who my competition was? It wasn't 16-year-olds.
The older niggas, right?
So stop picking and choosing this biasness. That's the part that be bothering me. Stop picking and choosing when to be biased. It's because when I don't like this person, now that's bad. Even like when they said he was protecting pedophiles or some shit, people been protecting pedophiles and their family for fucking ever.
Ever. Absolutely forever.
That's the shit that bothers me. Like, what are we talking about here?
Like, our culture is the most stolen from culture ever, and we are the one culture who does not stick together to continue to get back what we deserve and what we own and what we created and produced. We'll allow others to come in and take from us, and then what we'll do is we'll allow them to continue to take from us, because we'll jump on the people that created it and lessen their and dim their light.
I never said it was right, Lady B. What I said is stop the biasness. That's what I mean. Stop the biasness. Like, don't pick and choose when you want to feel like it's not right. It ain't never fucking right. So don't wait till it's somebody that you don't like to say it's not right.
Yeah.
It been not right.
Absolutely, it been not right.
The fuck. I was mad at Drake. No, I will say I was mad at Drake because he's playing around, and Kendrick obviously really hates him to death. But that's why that's why I talked about. Remember when we talked about beef, and I said, "Yo, if it ain't really beef to me, I can't engage because I don't give a fuck." Yeah. Like, if somebody hates you, but you don't have that same hatred for them, it's hard to engage because you don't give a fuck.
You don't give a fuck. Absolutely.
That's true. That's true.
And he just dropped another diss.
This nigga got 45 clips loaded up. Man, he hate this nigga.
Absolutely. But you know what's going to happen? And this is where I say, like, we don't support our people. So they'll run with this Drake narrative or this Puffy narrative that they pedophiles or they sex workers just because somebody said it.
Right.
Not knowing the facts. not letting the judicial system play out, not allowing the people that so far was supposed to be sex trafficked or workers or whatever come forth and tell their truth. They'll do it for them.
Guilty
I
before proven innocent.
No, that's why I said we place people on pedestals only to try to knock them down and see how we can knock them down to put somebody else up there. That's crazy to me. Why I don't put people on pedestals, because the moment they do something distasteful or something that I might not like, now I hate them. Now they're no longer like alike. I don't. People is people. We all human. We gonna all have, inequalities and distaste somebody else. So who are we to judge? Even though I ain't a big Drake fan, you know what I mean? I still say he's still the top.
Right.
Still give him that respect and say he running a music game right now. He's not just running rap. He's running a whole music game right now.
And that's
he is the biggest artist in the world.
Right.
Behind Taylor Swift and Jay and Beyonce. Right. Them three people is controlling the narrative, and you gotta respect it because they did what they had to do to get to that point.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And being mad at somebody because they smashed their chick is outrageous. But I'm gonna let niggas do what they do. I'm gonna let niggas
congratulate you if you smash my girl, but
like,
I'm not gonna congratulate you if you smash my girl.
If you don't know the nigga, is you gonna hate the nigga though?
She was my girl when she was my girl.
But he don't know you.
No, yeah, right.
Bro.
That ain't playing. That ain't keeping it P. That's not keeping it P, my nigga.
He can't come around. He can't.
I ain't asked the nigga to come around. I said if the nigga don't know you. Matter of fact, so we gonna keep this right in the same stain that it is. So if me, you, Future, whoever, we all fucking the same bitches, this is what we do. How you gonna get mad tomorrow? This is what we've been doing for years. Right. You mad though?
If she was my main girl,
my nigga, this is what we do.
See, I'm like, we from a different era. Like, we from a different code. Like, we from a different street. Like, I don't like. I can't be mad at him.
That's what I'm saying. When I was a young boy running around in the hood, and we stayed in our neighborhood, so it's only a selected amount of chicks. If somebody else fucked on Shorty, I ain't mad at that nigga. Yeah. I'm looking at her like, you let the nigga smash? Like, the fuck is we doing? Why am I mad at that nigga?
Exactly.
I cannot, man.
All right, shout out to everybody out there in the Congi. The Congi.
Shout out to the Congi.
For joining us tonight. I know how y'all be liking to see us do the entertainment quick thing. Jump
What's wrong with Aisha?
She over there on the sip on.
The Congi is wild.
Gauge, like, you know what I mean?
I'm not different. I'm not different, Lady B. I just respect the game. That's all. I came up in a different era with different rules, and I respect the game. I know what that's a part of the game. You can't get mad at a nigga.
I'm at a different stage in life now. I got a wife. I don't got no little chicken head like that I'm just smashing. So if you knock my wife down, my lady down, I consider her my wife. So
you still can't be mad at that nigga. What you say? You gonna kill him? He killing people again, man. He killing people. I respect I was bored up. I was bored up in a different
You don't check the nigga. You don't check you check the person you with.
Right.
You check the person you with. Now it's a different story if that was my homie and he knew me and her vibe and he whatever the case may be.
That's what I'm saying. This all boils along the same shit. Fake friends. Stop being fake friends.
Stop being. But if that was my girlfriend, I'm killing my girlfriend.
Yeah, stop being
but
fake.
We ain't never had that type. We like certain of us didn't never had that problem. We could leave our girls around our homies, the real ones that because they're not going to try.
I remember running into niggas when I was a young boy, And we doing laughing joke. We both smashed you, shorty. You wow. You wow. I'm not mad at this nigga. Like, what the fuck we talking about?
Next week is going to be a special show. Next week is going to air on Mother's Day. Next Sunday is definitely Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Shout outs to y'all. Y'all don't need just one day to celebrate, the who you are, to glorify your position as a mother. But next week's show, we definitely gonna have a great show for y'all next week, and we're gonna honor the mothers like we always do. Each being a mother, a part of a team, we definitely going to shout you out. And all the other mothers out there. I remember the last episode when we did this on Mother's Day. We gave a nice little beautiful touching joint to our mothers. So it's going to be an emotional show next week. I know it is. As we get closer to Mother's Day, I just want y'all to wrap your arms around those who right now don't have their mother with them, and will give anything that just to have that moment, because they going to feel it the most. And we're going to wrap our arms around our girl Ish right now. So for that whole moment, you know what I mean?
Facts.
So
happy Mother's Day to all.
Happy Mother's Day to all you little mothers. The dirty ones and the clean
Not
ones.
The dirty ones, I can't. We ain't doing that. Be humble. Give some grace.
Don't be arrogant.
Yeah, you being arrogant. Be humble. Give some grace, man. Shout out to all the mothers.
That I saw all the mothers though.
Mother's Day is next Sunday.
Next Sunday, yeah.
All right. Happy Mother's Day. I guess I gotta go get some Mother's Day gifts. I didn't know it was next Sunday. Yeah,
in honor of a Mother's Day, I'm also taking part in this for the first time in a couple of years. I'm taking part in the Mother's Day run. So I'm gonna be honoring and running for the mothers of the people in the congregation, and running for the mothers of the people who we love and support here, that support us, and honor your mothers as well. So, I'll have a little bit of footage of that next week when I do that next Sunday morning.
Just to show you that my people said Drake is spitting on this, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Well, congratulations! Out of 69 tracks that Drake finally dropped, Drake got one, huh?
I'm just saying, the nigga hate Drake. He got so much hate for Drake that he just keep dropping a track. This is what I would do. All right, we gonna stop talking about this, but yeah. It's redundant, the shit that Kendrick is doing. Every song he keeps saying the same shit. You a pedophile. You did such and such. It's the same thing. He keep on saying it 45 songs. And I like that last joint, You Not Us. That joint is a little bop. I'm crip walking to that joint. Like, it's a bop.
Which one? Kendrick joint?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kendrick, the last one?
Yeah.
That Mustard produced?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that joint is a bop. I'm a Kendrick fan too. But nigga, you ain't Drake. I'm sorry. You can rap better than him, but Drake is the top artist right now. Yeah. And we're not gonna ever get that fucking misconstrued or confused.
Can I tell you that I'm not a Kendrick fan? Never be a Kendrick fan, would never buy an album or listen to a song or listen to anything. So when y'all hear me say something about Drake, it's not coming from the perspective of Kendrick. It is nothing. My hate in this thing comes from when he was beefing with two of my best friends, Meek and Rose. That's I'm very loyal to the soil. So yeah.
Yeah, listen, it is what it is. I like rap beef. I'm here for it. Let the shit go as long as it can go. Let the shit go as long as it can go, man.
It's going to come to a, I don't know. Do it come to an end? I don't know if it comes to an end. It has to at some point, because we're going to.
Yeah, it has to at some point. That's why I always say, what is the intentions? Like, what are we trying to accomplish? Like, that's why I said I don't really understand Kendrick's major issues. Like, is it just like, I hate you, just say I hate you, nigga? Like, okay. Right.
The way you talk, I hate the way you walk, I hate the way you dress, I hate basically I hate you.
All right, you hate me. Okay. I'm gonna go fuck some bitches. What you got to do? That's all I'm saying. What you about to do? Go home to the boy?
Write a rap.
Look, go home to the boy and write a rap. Like, nigga, what we doing? I'll be confused. Like, what we doing? But everybody, this is Uncensored Minds entertainment section of episode 179. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow at 8 p.m. for our deep dive. We did get into a lot of things. Send some prayers in the chat for our girl Ish. Yeah, Breezy did drop the bestest. Well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Breezy did drop the bestest. So it's still Team Light Skin, I guess.
I'm confused with that.
What would you Breezy?
No Quavo, but people saying Quavo won.
Who's saying Quavo? That's why I be trying to tell you. No, some people just hate people just to hate people. I can't just hate somebody just to hate them for no reason. Like,
I'm like, how did Breezy not win? He killed Quavo. Quavo, horrible.
Like, I can't just hate a nigga just to hate a nigga. I don't give a fuck about you that much to hate you. Like,
there's only really one person that I really hate in real life, and you know who that is.
I hate that nigga too.
No, I'm talking about I hate Tupac. Like I
hate that nigga.
I hate Tupac. Like, you would think I was born and bred in Bedford-Stuyvesant, Brooklyn. Right. Like, you would think I was from Brooklyn. The much disdain and hate that I have for Tupac because of Biggie. It's the only person I really hate.
I ain't mad at that though. I ain't mad at that because I will appreciate that point. I don't like the fans that I see on Facebook flip flopping every time one or the other drop. I don't like that. Stay on your side.
Stay on that. Yep, exactly. So when you never going to hear me speak glowingly of Tupac, you're never going to hear me play a song of Tupac. You will never, ever, ever, ever get that from me because I don't like that, man.
Like, even though I'm a fan of both, I'm Team Drake, so I'm gonna stay on my side. Stop flip flopping. Stop the belly flop shit. Stay on your side.
Biggie. So whenever it has to do with anything Tupac, he could have made the most inspirational song in the whole entire world, and I still wouldn't bob to it. And
Diana, his fans blaming Chris for those empty seats. Nobody's coming to a concert to see Quavo.
I'm surprised that many people was there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I've never heard somebody say, "Yo, can you put on a new Quavo?" Not never. It ain't never happened.
I ain't really heard too many people say put on a new Migos. Like,
unless, not in a minute. Not like in a minute.
Bad and Bougie or like one of them classes that they had that run on, but I don't see nobody really talking about some throw that Migos shit on.
That's a
when?
Fact.
Where? Here?
That's a fact. They gotta stop it.
Sorry, Diana. I don't love Tupac. When I talk about loyalty,
right?
I swear I am the epitome of loyal. If somebody right now could say something bad about one of y'all and I fuck with y'all, I will never fuck with them again. Ever. I'm loyal like that.
I ain't mad at that. See, I was always a fan of both. So I'm Team Bad Boy. So I'm gonna ride with the team, but I'm not gonna say that I hate Tupac.
Yeah, like some people can have that. Like, I never was a fan. So I'm not gonna pick it up now because everybody rolling. Right. I never was a fan.
Thanks. Yeah, shout out to Big Brooklyn.
What up, Brooklyn? Shout out Brooklyn, man. Brooklyn, one of my homes, man. I love.
I'm about to say Brooklyn. New York is my third home. New York is my third home. So
if it wasn't for Atlanta, I probably would have moved to New York. But they so fucking expensive.
Yeah, New York is my third home. So we ain't gonna go against the grain.
What up, Brooklyn? What up?
Shout out to Brooklyn. Where's Tara at? Tara, you still in the comments, man?
I sleep.
Shout out to Tara. Send some prayers up for Tara as well. She said she was having some problems.
Absolutely.
So put some prayers in the chat for Tara. Put some prayers in the chat for Barb. Put some prayers in the chat for Ish. Put some prayers in the chat for all people. I see you, Tara. Put some prayers in the chat for all people. I talk a lot of shit, but put some prayers in the chat for me and Nell as well. Why you laughing, dog?
We fucked our blessing up, bro.
We fucked our blessing up.
we gotta just say, like, yeah, sorry, God.
Nah, I joke around it, but I talk to their little sweet baby Jesus every day. That's all I was saying.
Absolutely, we need them prayers. We appreciate the prayers.
A lot of times they try to use that like as an excuse, like I'm praying for you, like you're not praying for yourself, that kind of thing. Like, no, I'm praying for myself. Like I'm handled. Like,
absolutely.
You could do yours. You could do yours for me as well, but don't do it like I'm not doing it. Is what I'm saying. Like, I'm doing it. I do my work. That's all I was saying, man. Thanks everybody for putting those prayers up.
Need them prayers.
Facts.
Mentally unstable, not right now. I know we laugh and joke on here. We make it look like we got everything under control, but you never know what a person got lying under that smile that they portraying. They might just be smiling so they don't cry,
That's
or
a
they
fact.
because they trying to cheer themselves up because they they dealing with something personal or something that's meant to destroy them. I know we joke and we say all kind of crazy shit. I know it. And I know sometimes it turns people off, or it will have you second guessing us or thinking different. Like, our hearts are really, really pure over here. Like, that's the reason why we're able to do this, all these episodes, because we really care. We're not trying to bully you. We're not trying to, talk down on you. We're not trying to trick you out your spot. We're not even here to try to manipulate your mind. We just want to share our thoughts and our and ourselves. And a lot of times we say this therapeutic for us.
Facts.
We come on here and we start thinking about what we got going on in the world. This is our safe haven for these 2-3 hours of
Even if we are thinking about what we're going on in the world, this is our safe space to talk that through, because a lot of times outside of this is not a safe space to talk through what we're going through.
For sure.
So this is our safe haven.
Absolutely.
And it could be y'all safe haven as well. So it's like, we talk shit about y'all and we just be poking at y'all. It's all fun and games, man. Y'all can also, share, your thoughts and opinions and your issues in the chat, in the comment section, on Tackle This, in the inbox to any one of us, and also y'all, like I said, the lives are more for y'all. So anybody that needs to come on and, speak your piece or talk through what you're going through, this is always an open platform. The lives is always an open platform for you to even come on the screen and talk out, whatever your issue is. Sometimes you need to get that shit out. It's a problem people is holding in too much. You got to get that shit out. It ain't going to get fixed by just sitting on it.
For shizzle. For shizzle.
That's what it is, man. Episode
my back really fucking hurts, y'all. Like, real life, like, my back hurt. My leg.
Nigga, you ain't got to tell me, my nigga.
Either it's old age or it's MS my ass, because I am in critical pain. Like, please, when I ask y'all to, like, I don't typically ask y'all to do this, but pray for me, please. Like, I am in a world of pain right now.
You know what else I need y'all to do, man? Somebody go rub his back, man. Fuck.
I'm married, T.
Hopefully she's listening. Fuck. Like, the fuck. I don't need, like, as much as I'm talking, but I need more than a prayer. Put your hands on me, sis.
Yeah, please rub my back. Give me a gift card to a massage place. She wouldn't get upset about that.
I'm mad at that. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit.
You don't like the prayers. You like the action.
No, I'm not saying I don't like the prayers. I'm saying that the action has to be followed. Like, the actions have to go, man. You can't just do the prayers. The actions have to go with it, man. Like, you praying on my back is not going to help as much as you putting your hands on my back.
Yeah, true. Absolutely.
It ain't a hard thing, man. It's a choice thing, man.
Yeah.
Let's make some choices together, people.
Make some choices.
Yeah, let's make some choices together, people.
I know we talk about this, and we talked about this at great length, and we're gonna get out of here real soon. But go book a session with a therapist. It's not like, just book a therapist. Just book one session, and you'll see how different communication looks when you sit down and you pour out all that you need to pour out, and they listen, and they're here for comfort, and also of offering up an objective perspective that you may not have seen. A lot of times we consult the people that we care about and that care about us, and they want to fix it, or they give you their perspective based upon what their thoughts are that you should be doing. But therapy is necessary in these times, right, that we live in, because you need to sit down and speak to someone objectively who may be totally detached from whatever the situation is, or even detached from you. It's necessary. It really is.
And
Don't be afraid of it.
that's the greatest thing about this show is that, yeah, go talk to a therapist. That helps. But also this show works because those underlying emotions don't lie between me, Nell, and East.
Yeah.
So we could talk to each other about anything without that being like a shot or a backfire or like a deflection coming. We gonna just talk it out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it comes with no consequence.
All right.
Like after we talk, we gotta watch. We gotta watch for them to run and bite our back out or tell somebody else. It's a conversation that's kept between us. And we're gonna talk it out. We're gonna offer up either we will if an opinion is needed, then we give it. And if it's not, we just listen and just let our person know that we're here to hear them. But that's what therapy does for you as well. People, I think our culture thinks therapy is nasty work, or people think that therapy is like a negative. It's not. Like, it's a super positive. It really is. It really is a game changer. You will
All
see
right.
a lot of different perspectives.
Hold on now, because before we wrap up, I want to speak to this. Janine, yes, you do need to speak to the person that you're speaking about, but sometimes that person is not ready to hear you. And sometimes you still need to get that out. So you still have to have a safe space to get that out, because no matter what, if that person's not ready to receive what you're saying or listen or understand or change their behavior, you're just speaking to be speaking. I hate speaking in circles. I hate saying stuff 5 million times. If I told you I just want this, how many times I gotta tell you that?
Mm-hmm. Also, too, T, with speaking with someone that's outside of you and your emotions,
All right.
will help you to gather your emotions so you're not so emotional. So even if the person not ready to receive you at that moment, that you're coming to them with a different kind of talk. So they may listen this time, or you come in a different walking a different talk, forces them to listen or hear you differently. Sometimes talking to somebody different allows you to take that emotional space out of it. And they telling you, yo, I hear everything you're saying, but I can't get past it because of your emotions. And the therapist can help you with that.
Right.
Or help you get to the root of your issue and say, hey, it's here. Focus here instead of giving all the fluff, because maybe you need to just direct just that so the person can understand where you're coming from, or you can understand where you're coming from. So when you're talking, you can explain just what you need to instead of all the other things that's leading up to that. And that's what talking to somebody does is it takes all of that underlying shit out of it. So you're getting right to the meat and potatoes.
Facts. Facts. So that's a work in progress, Janine. Because I've been in that space where your person is not ready to receive it. So yeah, that is the person that you need to um uncover that issue or work that issue out, but they have to be ready. And you can't put a timetable on when that person is ready to receive that. And that is the hardest thing in communication with your person.
Mm-hmm.
Some people just can't hear it, man. They hear what they want to hear.
And then some people too also gotta learn how to communicate. Just because we speak it don't mean we know how to communicate.
That's a fact.
Because speaking just to be speaking ain't communication, is just talking. Communication is the sure understanding that you're listening and you're hearing at the same time. With the objectiveness, how to fix it. Like, that's what communication is an open-ended paragraph that is allowing you to hear, them to hear, and both to understand. But who are we? We the love doctor, so get up behind.
We the love doctors
Like
tonight.
Martin.
We went from beef to the love doctors. That's Uncensored Minds, man. We take you on an emotional roller coaster. This is an emotional roller coaster, man. And that's what life is. People don't understand that. They get lost. They think that life is just one thing, that you're just either happy every day or angry every day. Life is an emotional roller coaster. And I've also seen people saying men need to stop complaining. Excuse me? We need to stop complaining. Have you ever said as a man to your girl, yo, you need to stop complaining? Are we having a conversation, or you gonna just say I'm complaining?
Stop, T.
Well, I gotta stop. We can't say that. I gotta be humble. I forgot.
You're going against the code, bro.
I forgot we're men. We're not allowed to have feelings. We're not allowed to express ourselves. We're just only supposed to receive.
We have no other recourse. Anything less than that, then we're the problem.
Okay, that shit has to stop. That shit has to stop, man.
We have to be the interpreters, the understanders, the communicators, the reasoningers, and the protectors, the providers, all the herbs. We got to be that.
It's way too fucking
not. Then, you know,
I don't even mind all those things. What the other side look like?
How dare you ask anybody to?
I forgot. I forgot though. The other side is prayers. Prayers.
How dare you ask anyone what do they bring to the table outside of
prayers? My bad. I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot. My bad. Sometimes I get sidetracked with real life logical thinking. My bad. Yeah, I did see that where the girl was like, that nigga just need to shut the fuck up. Okay. Now you mad when he's talking to somebody else.
You sent the clip where the girl was arguing with the two, right. And they was like, yo, like, how you up here arguing with us? I'm sure you do that with your person.
Oh, that was Aisha said that. You said that, yeah. But it is what it is.
Just because he asked the question.
You're not allowed to ask questions. You're not allowed to speak on your feelings. You're not allowed none of that. You're only allowed to go to work, eat shit and die, and receive all her shit because you're a man.
And you can't respond. You can't respond any old kind of way. You got to say it with a monotone voice.
Right. Be empathetic.
Yeah, but very empathetic. You have to be empathetic.
Be empathetic, man. Some people appreciate Janine. Some people do appreciate that, and some people don't want to see that or hear that at all, man. I'm gonna start shutting up, man. That's all. I'm gonna start shutting up now.
Hold up. So you gotta stop thinking that way. Chill. Diana, just stop.
Oh, it's not safe. It's not safe. I feel my life is in danger. I'm afraid Kendrick is after me. He's on my ass out here. Pause. He's on my ass out here. Pause. I can't. I can't change my way of thinking, Diana, because these are my experiences, man. I'll change my way of thinking when somebody shows me a different experience. That's all. I'm not opposed to changing my way of thinking. Just show me different.
I think people don't want to do the work. They want to say that they want something, but they don't want to do the work. They want it to fall in place and not knowing that they are a part of the part of the equation. You're a part of that equation. You can't, if you want different, you gotta also be inviting different tactics as well. You can't just stay the same and think you supposed to get different from somebody and they not supposed to have any, whatever. That's not even fair. That's not even a fair thing to do. Like, so if we all saying we want these things and we need these things, then be what you need the other person to be. Don't expect for somebody to give when you can't even give to your own self those things. Like, it's just not a balanced equation. And when we start taking the emotions out of things and say, all right, cool, let's figure it out. Like, we got to step back from it from a moment and gather ourselves and gather our thoughts and revisit at another time. Do that shit. Like, we crying about this, that, and the third when a lot of times we be our own hindrance. Yeah, you need two people to work on it. Absolutely. You can't just ask one person to do it or Just because you, whatever the case may be, we all got a part that we play in any situation that we are involved in. And if you don't figure that out, you are only going to hurt yourself. You're only going to hurt yourself. You can't tell somebody you don't want them to be aggressive if you're aggressive. You can't tell somebody you want them to be calm if you are uncalm. You can't tell somebody you want them to be one way if you're not going to be the way that you want. Represent that. Be a representation of what you want when it comes to that.
I love this question right here, Lady Bay, because it's something that I've been thinking about, and it's something that I've been working on, and that thing of patience. So it says, how long should you try to be understood until you give up? That lies within you. That lies within you. You know, if this is something that you really want, if if that person is somebody that you really want to be with, the time period lies within you. You'll know when you're fed up and when you're tired of it. Like, you know when you're going to hit your reaching point, and that's to be determined.
This is a question. I think we can't, like, we be so like caught up with as men.
What's up?
Like, the two of us, like, how long should you try to understand? Like, we talk about this at detail on a, like, if this your person, there's no expiration date. You decide with the expiration date. You asking others what their thoughts on it ain't going to help you with your feelings, because those people are not invested like you are. Those people don't have them same feelings like you do. So if somebody tell you, oh, well, if they're not showing you this, then you should give up. That's what they think, because they don't have no investment, no feelings, no ties to that. So they are going to give you the most generic answer, unbiased, unbased upon what you experience with that person. So it's up to you. I'm never going to tell somebody, leave that motherfucker alone. I'm never going to tell you to, whatever the case may be, because that is not up to me. It's up to you when you feel like you need to. That's like a person that do drugs. They're not going to come up off of it until they're ready. As much as we want them off of it, as much as we see how it's hurting them, no matter whatever we think of it is, they're not going to do it until they're ready. You gotta know what you're ready for and what you up to.
Let me ask you a question on that now.
Yeah.
What do you think about a break in that?
Absolutely. What I said a couple minutes ago. I said sometimes you got to take a break in the action, because you know what that do? That give you an opportunity to survey a lot of things. Is this beneficial? Does this mean me any good? What have I learned from this, positive and negative? Do I miss this person? Am I better off with this person than not? How my feelings feel when like all those things you understand because you live that. And if that break in the action shows you, damn, that I feel better without, or I'm doing better with, then that's the decision you make. But you can see a lot of things clearly now when you step back for a second. You remove yourself out of that emotional state. You remove yourself from that situation. You remove yourself from the negativity or even positivity, whatever it is, and you be like, all right, cool, let me do a self-assessment. All right, shit, I miss this person. I miss what I had with them. I miss the good times. I miss all that. I'm willing to work it out because I'm no good without them. Whatever. That's something that you make. Nobody else can tell you what's best for you. That's why I'm always pro figuring it out. Shit, we gonna have an argument. We gonna have disagreements. We gonna fuss. We gonna fight. But hopefully, on the back end, we figuring it out some way, somehow. And it ain't always going to be a pretty figure out, but it's going to be a figure out where it's like, all right, cool. We had that. We had those moments. We understand what it is to reach bottom. We fucking realize what it is to reach the bottom and almost give up, but we didn't. Now we stronger because now we building this fucking structure right back up together a little bit better than what it was the first time.
Facts. I would say there is no time limit, but like, this is Mental Health Awareness Month. Don't lose your sanity in that either. That's why I said, how do you feel about taking a break? Sometimes you need a break to protect your sanity. That doesn't mean that I'm leaving you alone completely. That just means that I'm stepping aside from this, like, being so close in it, because I need to make sure I'm protecting my mental health.
Sure.
So at some point, if you're willing, we might be able to get back to this and we might be able to figure this out, but protect your mental sanity. If you feel like you're losing yourself mentally, then yeah, I suggest that you take a break.
And two, what we don't realize is we have an opportunity to invest ourselves or reinvigorate ourselves. You step back now, you got an opportunity like, yo, let's do this again differently.
Right.
Shit that we missed, we messed up. We missed a step. We missed 2 or 3 steps and we jumped right into whatever, and we forgot to figure out what we are. We forgot to figure out who we are. We may have came into this damage. We may have come into this whatever where we were at in our life, and now we see something differently. We understand things differently. Now we can approach this a little differently. We had time to step away. Now we can start doing this a little differently. Now we can date each other again. Now we can start to date each other with a purpose. Like, all right, cool, I know this part of you, but what don't I know of you? Now let me figure you out from a different part of your life than where you were when we first got together. Because that's what we, you know what we do? We hold people hostage to where we first met them. We don't choose to learn what they are now than what they used to be. And we hold them hostage to where we used to have them at when we were comfortable with them. Instead of saying, hey, I know you've grown. I know your mind is different. I know you may be different. Who are you now? We don't ask them type of questions. We just expect for it to just to be or whatever. Or if you don't understand something, instead of just having general conversation, you rather be difficult and toxic. Like, oh well, if you want me to understand you guys, so like, nah, you don't. Like, let's change the way we approach it. Like, let's change our approach. If you know your person is this, go that way. Go a different way. Figure out a way. Like, people, we are our own worst enemies in a lot of things that we do, because we know we know what we dealing with, and we still choose to go that same negative way versus a different approach.
Not only that, Nell. You know how they be saying I'm not gonna teach nobody nothing. Sometimes you need those teaching points. Sometimes I'm gonna stop you and I'm gonna say, yo, tell me how you want me to carry you on a certain situation. Do you want me to handle you like this? Or do you want me to handle you like that so we can stop bumping heads? If you don't tell somebody or teach somebody or even listen to how that person needs to receive things or you need to handle them, how are you going to know?
And that's great. That's a great point. And another thing with that,
What's
people
up,
listen,
Bart?
people listen and they hear, but the way they approach it be so generic
Right.
that it kind of throws a person off. Like, all right, cool. Like, just out of nowhere, you say this, and it's be generic, and the person don't know what you talking about, and you want them to know what you're talking about. Now you all huffy puffy because they don't know what you're talking about. Now y'all just had a back and forth because it sounded weird to them. So yeah, y'all want to do we want to do the work. Yeah, we want to change. Yeah, we want to have communication. Yeah, we want to learn things about our person. Yeah, we want to have but it's about, you know, your person. You know how to get things out of your person when you want to get things out of your person that benefits you. Do that in all instances. Figure it out. Let's start to change the narrative. Shit, like, if you and your emotions, wait 5 more minutes before you send that text or you call them.
Facts.
Wait till you up out of that emotional place or whatever, and you can
I
now
say
talk
this shit
more.
all the time,
Right.
Janine. No, I do want to ask this question that Lady B is asking. So it says, do men think reminders are the same as nagging? I don't know if we want to speak for all men on this specific thing, because that can be subjective to each man specifically. It depends on it depends on what it's about. So it depends on what it's about. Certain things I do need a reminder on, and certain things once you tell me, I got it.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. If you know your person has got it, and whatever that is, you know, they got it. They can figure it out. They typically show up when they need to show up.
Right.
Then a reminder ain't necessary all the time.
Right.
There's certain things that I might need you to remind me, and it might be the littlest things.
Right.
But when it comes to big things,
Right.
those big things are going to take more precedent over the little things where I might need you to remind me, yo, da 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 da. But when it's something big and I'm always coming through, I'm going to come through. And sometimes it can be nagging depending on the way we approach it.
I want to remove that nagging shit though, man, because we gotta stop that shit. Like, I can't even look at you and be like, "Yo, you nagging me about some shit." I'm gonna just be like, "Yo, I got it."
Yeah, I got it.
I ain't gonna say that you nagging me about it though. We gotta stop that shit. That shit gotta stop.
We got it. But then too, when somebody say they got it, you gotta let them have it.
Right.
You gotta let them have it. If that's your person and you got faith in them, let them have it.
So Janine is saying, what about when they don't show up? That's a conversation. That's a conversation. So it's like, all right. So I guess she's saying when you don't send a reminder and they said they had it, but then they didn't show up. So that's a conversation, and that's also knowing your person. You gotta know, what kind of person he is. Like certain people, if you know me, you know what shit I'm gonna remember and I'm not gonna remember. You should know that.
But then too, you gotta also realize a lot of the shit that we do that a person likes or dislikes could be a complete turnoff. You never you gotta know what your person's off buttons are and their on buttons. And you can't expect for them to show up for you if they can't put their trust in you when they ask you to do something or to not do something. That's a thing.
Yeah, and I think it only, like, that word nagging, I think that only comes into play when, like, how you're talking to the person.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing. You can't expect for somebody to show up for you, but when they need you to show up, you're not showing up. Or if they say to you, please don't do this, but you do that, that's not showing up. So you want that. That's why I said you got to be what you want to receive. If you want your person to show up, you got to show up in those instances when they need you to show up. Do men like, Lady B, why you think we don't like women? But do men like a woman to be a constant reminder about taking care of their health?
What does that mean?
Yeah,
Like,
what that mean?
are you feeding me good food? Does that mean, are you feeding me good food, like healthy food? I don't mind reminders. I don't mind reminders about my health, but don't be like, if I want to eat a cheesesteak, don't be like, yo, you can't have that cheesesteak because I'm grown. I'm gonna eat that cheesesteak.
No, I like when people.
That's what I'm saying. I don't mind it, but
I like when you.
That don't mean I'm always going to like go with it.
Yeah, I like when you up on my health. That's cool with me.
Yeah, it just shows that you care or you're paying attention. It shows that you care or you pay attention. So I don't mind a reminder. Like, reminders are not always a bad thing.
She said lots of men don't like to do appointments and follow-ups.
What you mean? Are we going to the doctor?
Yeah, I don't think this generation that you talking to now is different than probably your generation.
Right.
We care about our health. We go get checkups now. We see the importance of being in front of our health and not knowing, because the generation before us, like our fathers and our grandfathers, they just didn't care to know because they was like our generations before us was scared of the unknown. But now we want to know everything. We want to get in front of everything. We want to know what our health looks like. We're health conscious. We see those things. We care about our bodies. We doing the necessary things possibly to continue life for us. So our generation may be a little different than the generation that preceded or before us.
But I'm gonna say that some niggas don't care. Like, some niggas don't. They not on a shit. But you ain't gonna change that.
Yeah, you're not gonna change that. Even if you set the appointment for them.
Facts. So that nigga still ain't going.
But as you see, that generations, these newer generations, I be around these young kids now because I work with a lot of younger kids, like younger people that's in their 20s and 30s. And I see a bigger detail to them going to the doctors. I see a detail of them hitting the gym. I see a detail of them knowing their bodies a little bit or whatever the case may be versus my father and grandfather. You know, my father only recently started going to the doctor because he felt the pain. It uncovered prostate cancer. Before that, he wasn't making appointments to go to the doctor. Fair. But me, on the other hand, I see the doctor twice a year, not just because I had MS, but because I keep up with knowing how healthy I am, and if early detection and all that type of shit. I just be, you know what I mean?
What you mean? What do he have to say, Janine? She said she would love to be in her mate's house, but he has something to say. But he has to say something. Oh, that's not necessarily true. He don't have to say nothing for you to be, worried about his health. You should just be paying attention to what he eats, how his pain levels are. These are things that you should be paying attention to so you can, be involved in his health without him actually saying something. Like, I hate all the time if, like, I already said my back hurt. I shouldn't have to say that.
Or if I say my back hurt or my hair hurt or I'm tired, I don't have to keep saying that to you over and over and over again because I'm not the complaining type. If I say something hurts, something hurts.
Facts.
I don't know how to complain every moment. You got to understand, ladies, we need you to understand men and women are totally different when it comes to handling things. If something hurt, we just say it hurt and move on. We're not sitting there crying about it. We're not sitting over there overly emotional about it. We just saying, fuck it, it's hurt, but I still got to make it happen.
Yes.
So if he not overly complaining about it or keep saying about it, that don't mean he ain't hurting. It don't mean something wrong. I mean, not wrong. It just means he don't have time to focus on it because he got other shit to worry about. That's more important. Or the pain is so bad that I'm trying to take my mind off of thinking about it that I need to go focus on something else so I can lessen my pain threshold.
Facts.
That's what a partnership is, though. A partnership is being a partner, being in tune with your person, regardless if they said or not. Know your person. Be there. Be a support system, regardless if they say something to you or not. If you saying this is your person and you care, then care. Don't wait for somebody to give it to you. Go out and take it.
Facts. All right, let's take one more thing, and then we can get up out of here, man.
Oh, my fucking back hurt. I said that's it.
I can't. I can't. I agree, Barb. You should be paying attention. You should see that. They shouldn't have to say that.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to say that. There was another question. Let me see if I can find it real quick. What's up, ladies? Is everybody good in the chat, man? We've been rocking for a long time tonight. Now we were supposed
to. I know Aisha ain't here. This gentleman hour again. Like we like to have gentleman hour, but shit get emotional around this time for Ish. You know what I mean? Even if you just have to, don't bombard her. You know what I mean? Because people go through their own shit. Little text, my back hurts too.
I want to say right there, Janine, I love giving out back rubs. I'm saying, because I know they hear me say it a lot, that my back hurt or I want my back rubbed. I'm reciprocating to that. Like I rub backs as well.
Hey,
like,
T, go to Brooklyn and get a fucking back rub then.
Like I'm not opposed to that. Like I know some niggas be like wanting certain shit that they ain't gonna do. I ain't that nigga.
I'm never that. I don't be wanting nothing.
All right, last but not least, man. What is this?
I don't even. Let's say, do men find sex furniture offensive? What is that?
I cannot.
Another question? You got any more questions?
Nobody finds sex furniture offensive, man. Unless we walk in the crib and you got a dildo strapped to the microwave or some shit. It's not offensive, but I'm like, why you just got that, Joe? Sitting right there, I'm trying to put my steak in the microwave. That's all.
Like, did you make a video at least so I can see?
Yeah, I mean, it's not offended. It's just like, can you move that shit? Like, I'm trying to eat my food.
You ain't opening the door with the dick?
Fuck no, I ain't touching the dick. I cannot. If you never really know each other, how long you've been together, that's a bad thing. Right. Even though people are always constantly changing and evolving, you still should know your partner's like little tad bits, like little habits and shit you should pick up on. That should be a thing, man. There was another question there. I'm trying to find it though. Hold on. What's cracking, man?
I can't wait for the little Monday night joint.
Facts.
Monday gonna be a good day. We're gonna make
sure y'all tune in tomorrow at 8 p.m. We talked about a lot of shit on there.
We talked about a couple of y'all little we call it the congregation hour or something like that. We let y'all rock. We talked about y'all in there.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't see it. Maybe that's it, people. All right, I guess that's it, man.
That's it, folks.
That's all, folks.
We'll run up at the past episodes of Uncensored Minds.
Facts. Make sure y'all continue to hit that like button and or post the comments. The comments, the engagements are the things that we need the most to push the channel further. Continue to share it to your family and friends. You can also make your own clips of, whatever y'all heard that you like to share those on your own pages as well. Y'all gonna see me start posting a lot more shit because I'm trying to retire soon. I don't want to go outside and work anymore. I want to stay home and just work on the channel, man.
Really?
Yeah, I want to go outside and work anymore. I hate people. People is annoying. So I'm gonna be focused on the channel more. Last but not least, make sure y'all continue to send prayers to Ish and everybody in the family, everybody in your own family, all your friends and all that. My message for the week is simply have the conversation that you didn't want to have.
Love each other, love yourself. I mean, love each other. Love yourself. Put out first. You know what I mean? I'll be vibing off the people a lot too. You know what I mean?
Have the conversation, people. I know it's difficult. I know sometimes you don't want to do it. I know, it's like certain times I'll be in those things now where it's certain conversation where this conversation is going to be like it's going to be one of them. So it could be a conversation that this could be the ending or this could be the beginning.
But you know what? You gotta still have a conversation, right? And you can't run away from it. You gotta have a conversation. And I think a lot of times people let the conversation or let what goes on in that conversation deter them or stop them or whatever. You gotta just have a conversation because you never know what the outcome of that conversation can be. It could be a lot of like that conversation can lead you down so many different paths or lead you down or lead you to a place of like, all right, I know where I'm at now. Had a conversation. Stop getting over emotional over everything. Just talk. Everything ain't always going to be going. It ain't going to always go the way you wanted to go, but it's still a conversation that you have to have.
Facts. And just pacifying the conversation doesn't help.
Yeah.
The issue is still not resolved.
Everything ain't always perfect. And everything ain't always peaches and cream. Shit. People need some adversity to know what they got going on so they can get over that shit.
Yeah. That issue is not going to be resolved if you don't have that conversation. And I'm not a person that wants to just sit in the lie. Like, I'm not a person that just wants to sit in the let's act like everything is good.
I'm not the person that want to sit in the overly emotional shit. Like, at some point, can we get to a logical spot to where we can be non-emotional and just take emotions out of it and get to the fucking nitty-gritty of it? Just please, like, cool, we can be emotional, we can have our little feelings, but can we sit down and converse to where we now figuring the fuck out? But always, you did this wrong, you did that wrong. Like, fuck all that. Let's figure out what we do right and figure it out.
All right, people. This is episode 179. Like I said, make sure y'all tune in tomorrow at 8 p.m. for the deep dive. And we'll see y'all in the chat, man. All right, people.
Come on tomorrow.
We said?
What time it come on? 8, 9, 10.
8 p.m. man. Past a lot of people's bedtime and shit. I don't know how
8
people sleep at 8 p.m. That's wild, but I guess.
Shout out to the people that's going through it. What we said, Tara, Barb,
right?
You know what I mean? A lot of people. Janine, she said her back hurts. Let's pray for her.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everybody. I ain't seen the Slaughter Gang here in a minute.
Yeah, shout out to the Slaughter Gang, man.
Hopefully the Slaughter Gang be here.
I'm about to start charging. I'm about to start charging for back rubs, man. Let me see.
Who asked for a back rub?
Janine, everybody need a back rub. Back rubs are great.
Yeah, back rubs are fucking amazing. How much we charging for the back rubs?
That's what I'm trying to think. Let me see. I'll get a price together, man, for the back rub. I'll bring out the oils and everything, man.
You better chill for somebody's husband shoot at you.
I ain't worried about that though. I'm like Drake. I'm laughing at these niggas.
Hey T, that's fucking arrogant. Stop it.
I gotta be humble, my man.
Kidding me over here.
Yeah, Barb, I love to give them. But I also love to receive. And sometimes that teeter-totter's on the wrong side, but we're gonna make it work, people. Matter of fact, when we meet tomorrow night in the chat, I'll have the price, man. That's what it is. I'll have the price tomorrow.
You going to you pulling up to the crib, or they gotta come to you?
Either or.
Is it extra for the crib visits?
Yeah, travel fee. Travel.
You might well do the pap smear and the breast exam while you're there. So
you know I'm pap smear and what is it? The waxing, pap smear, wax.
You do the Brazilians?
Yeah.
You got that too? You licensed?
Yeah. Brazilian wax, pap smear, waxing, mammograms.
Nah, and you jumping in my game. I'm the pap smear king. Like you got the breast, you got the mammograms.
All right, you could have the pap smear. I got mammograms, man.
Yeah, I'm the OBGYN. You could be the breast cancer awareness.
I'm the waxer though. I'd rather be the waxer.
You the wax?
Yeah. I'm the wax.
No, that's why I said we seen the Harry Coochies make Harry Coochies great again.
I don't want to make Harry Coochies great again. I'm cool with the little peach fuzz or the little Landing Street, but I don't want.
Man, that's childish shit. Fuck the Landing Strip.
I don't want the big ass
bush. Let your shit bush up.
I don't want it. I don't want the big ass bush, and I don't want nobody to send me to the massage parlor, Barb. That's not love. Effort is love.
No, that's definitely love.
No, it's not.
Shit. Send me to the massage parlor. I need a massage.
Susie Q don't love you, dog. Susie Q don't love you. She's not going to give you a happy ending, and no. There's no love there. I need the effort. I want your hands. I don't want her hands. If that was the case, I'd just go be with her. That's how I see it, man. But we taking all the things that the doctors do, Janine. It's a one-stop shop over here.
You ain't gotta go to. You can come right up. You can come right to TNL. And we ain't gonna even charge you no copay.
Facts. It's a one-stop shop over here, man. You can get it all, man. But
you
let's get
don't need health insurance. We the free clinic over here.
Okay. Yeah, no Susie Q. Man. And I definitely got the mammograms on tap. No, we gotta get out of here. Let's say bye to the people, man. Come on, man. What's happening over there? You freezing up?
I can't damn niggas numb.
I can't take it, man.
All right, people. Good night. We appreciated y'all presence. We you know what I mean. We loved y'all. Ish, we love you as well. We'll see you tomorrow in the chat along with everybody else. Again, like we said, love yourself, love each other, and put God first. It's Uncensored Minds, episode 179.
Who's this?